Damn right, JP. Rise, motherfucker, rise. Yes. Andrew, how you doing, Mason? Only seen on Facebook. I don't know why. My shit just fucks up sometimes. Good lord.
That's because you suck.
It does me because I'm stuck. Fuck you, actually. Gary saying, what's up, Nick? How you doing, man? So glad to see you, buddy. My friend, my homie. Unlike this motherfucker, he talking shit to me. Why are you picking on me, Alan? You always picking on me, fucking bully.
Because you suck.
What? Okay, can you give me more reason than just I suck? Is there anything
You
else?
actively go out of your way to consistently make me look like a moron.
Okay, chat. I'm going to the chat again. Hey, chat.
Oh my
Why don't you
God.
guys tell me? Do you guys feel as though Alan puts himself in a situation where he looks stupid, or do you think it's me who puts him in a situation and makes him look stupid? Because I'm very curious what the chat thinks. Okay, and that's
You
numbers,
always
by
are,
the way.
and half the time you fucking lose.
Well, there's one
Trust
we
me, I
this
don't think
time.
anyone's losing more than fucking ProJarred is today.
Yeah, no shit. I'm very surprised. By the way, too, I really do hope that Jet comes in here soon so she can explain most of this shit. I will try to explain as much as I can. Andrew Main over here in Twitch chat. Awesome for being in both, by the way. You're fucking awesome. Thank you so much, good sir. And then Facebook, YouTube. I fucked up. I don't even think I got YouTube going on right now.
You know how to speak English.
No. Man, fuck you. You've messed up lots of words to be making fun of me right now. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Here's the thing.
But you also mess up way more often than I do.
I don't. I actually don't. There's many a time that. How many times have you said like, "Oh, this came up before this thing," so like the thing that came out afterwards totally stole from it? And then I look it up and you got the fucking dates like wrong. Like, how many times does that happen, Alan? You fuck up all the time.
Sand.
People, this is Alan.
You fuck up way harder than I do.
You gotta explain some fucking
thing
at some point.
Because the people that get it, get it.
And how about the people that don't? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you get me. Why don't you explain?
Let me finish a sentence.
Well, before you didn't, you just stopped at one word. You gotta fucking use your words. Use your mouth. Go.
I was trying to, but you wouldn't let me.
God, even your bird can't even look at you right now. The bird's like, I'm gonna ignore this.
What I miss?
Oh, he's just being fucking
dick
Ron
sucking.
again. Dick sucking? When did that happen?
I said you were sucking, but whatever.
I don't know. You said dick. I heard the ick in there somewhere. But anyways, as we were saying, is Alan was going to explain the whole snow thing, sand thing, whatever the fuck's going on. He was going to explain that to people who do not know that particular story, because there is other people that are watching that didn't know about that story before. So Alan, if you please, instead of saying just fucking one word with silence surrounding it, why don't you tell people why that's a thing?
No.
Oh, well, he caught another L, y'all. Jesus
No, I
Christ.
didn't.
No, fuck that. That was your last
The people
chance.
that know,
We're
the people
moving
that
on.
know, and if you don't know, go watch the
God
ladder reaction
damn
video,
it.
and you'll laugh your ass off when we fucking talk about that shit.
God damn it. I just said in the chat right now, too. Just, it kills me. Wait, I didn't say in the chat. Damn it. I meant to write the fucking, hit the enter button. Good lord. Anyways, as I was saying before we got into that fucking thing is that, I know someone's clapping, I don't know who.
Me, motherfucker.
I wasn't looking. I was actually doing a bunch of shit on my end. You know, there's so much things I gotta do while you're arguing with the chat. Gary's gonna own your ass again, Mister. Why are you messing with them birds, Alan? Anyways,
I'm not. Gary doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
yeah, you're whiny. That's what Julian said. Actually, I'm not gonna actually pick Julian's side right now
Well,
because he's just
fuck
gonna
you,
fuck with
Julian. How about that?
He's just gonna fuck with you, and that's all that's gonna be. But the thing is, though, is yeah. So what I was gonna talk about beforehand, because I don't really know too much about this particular situation. But when I woke up this morning, just constant ProJarred. Which, by the way, who the fuck even is ProJarred? I thought he was Jake Paul for a second. He looks exactly the fucking same.
I think
He's that one salamander from fucking or whatever the fuck the sloth from fucking Ice Age from Ice Age.
Oh my god, he does look like him. Yeah, you know I'm fucking wrong.
Wow.
I think he was a part of Screw Attack at one point, and then just went to do his own thing.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Because apparently he cheated on his wife. That's the biggest thing going on here. But there's so much more to this. And I was actually saying that I hope Jet comes in because you can actually explain more so what the fuck's going on. But this dude apparently is like part of some sex thingy on Snapchat. He's dressing up as some fucking girl with a skirt on. He's showing his dick.
Sailor Mercury.
Sailor Mercury? There's something other than Sailor Moon out there with that name? Like,
yeah, there's other planets.
Oh, Jesus.
You got the Sailor Mars,
Look,
Sailor Mercury,
Nick's a flat earther.
Jupiter,
He doesn't believe in other planets.
Venus, Uranus.
All up in Alan's anus. No, but
Can we just have a fucking? Can we just start calling the planet Uranus so we don't have to keep making that fucking joke for the last 20 fucking years?
Yeah, but it's not. No, let's not say it the wrong way, Alan. You're a scientist. What?
Uranus. You could pronounce it differently. It's actually more closely pronounced to Uranus as opposed to Uranus.
Alan, God Damn it!
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I do. It's Uranus. Like I know it's like a joke or whatever, but Uranus.
There are different ways of pronouncing.
By the way, you're
certain
literally
words,
saying.
Mr.
I know, but you're literally saying Uranus. Like you just went
There
from
are
the backside
different ways
to the
of
front
pronouncing
side.
it, Mr. Herbology.
What?
Remember when you were giving everyone shit because of how to pronounce herbs?
Yeah, and I was right. You fucking moron.
Yeah, but you can pronounce them both fucking ways. Like you can pronounce Uranus and Uranus.
But no.
Yes!
Why'd you bring up an argument that I won against you?
Dude. Oh my god, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'll go continue talking about Sailor Moon, motherfucker.
I don't know.
I mean, I thought we were talking about the goddamn sloth from Ice Age. I mean, how did you go from like starring in those movies to cheating on his wife? I don't know.
I don't know. He's a crack addict in those fucking movies, so.
Alright, I'm sorry. Anyways, here's the thing. Yeah, he was dressing up as a Sailor Moon character. I would imagine that character is in Sailor Moon and not like on her own shit, right, Jet?
Yeah, she's one of the Sailor Scouts, but it's actually a lot more than that. Basically, today on Twitter, he put out this long thing, basically announcing his divorce from his wife, who like, and this is already terrible because she had no idea this was happening because he made sure to block her first before putting that out. Yeah, so she didn't know any of this was happening until a whole bunch of people started adding her and saying like, "Hey, what's going on? What's this? What's that?" So yeah, this dude put out a whole thing, basically talking about like don't let any rumors or anything like that change your judgment or whatever, blah blah blah. Like this is for the best. And basically underneath there was I think one of the first comments or whatever was from a girl named Commander Holly. And basically, she's the ex-wife of Ross from Game Grumps. They divorced back in September.
Yeah, and apparently she initiated the divorce, correct?
Yeah, from Ross. Basically saying that, oh, hey, like, yeah, I want to move to this new area where there's trees and everything like that. Ross actually put out the whole thing saying, like, yeah, she wanted to,
Oh, that was
divorce.
real?
Yeah, she wanted...
No.
No, she wanted a divorce because basically she wanted to move, and he didn't want to stay, so it's like, oh, shut up, dog. I'm trying to talk about ProJarred.
I thought that was a joke. I saw that tweet. I'm like, that's a joke. That can't fucking be real.
Yeah.
No, and then, so it turns out she actually moved to the same state and the same town as ProJarred, and everyone's just like, oh, that's just a coincidence. So it turns out, like, right after that, she was just like, yeah, so anyway, since he wanted to do all this shit, guess what? Commander Holly and my husband ProJarred have been fucking since October to when was it? From March, because what happened was she found nude photos of Commander Holly and racy tech from both of them, and basically the times in which they got together for sex in his old phone because he got a new one, and she looked through and just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it's really weird too. Sebastian in the chat saying, I don't know this guy or what the drama is, but he looks like Tom Holland. Man, that's insulting Tom Holland too much, I think, man. Like, this guy looks... And, look, it helps when I'm talking shit about someone's looks when he's such a terrible person on the inside, but, like, dude, you really want to see this dude's orgasm face? Really? He just looks worried.
I mean, that's probably what it looks like.
Like, it goes even deeper from here, because apparently when Holly found out, like, all this out and stuff like that, she was just like, oh, well, anyway, you're just going to listen to a random nobody on the internet instead of me? Anyway, the internet's toxic or whatever. Believe what you want. But anyway, you guys should be smarter than that. I'm going to leave Twitter for a little while, so deuces.
Yeah, which is it's such a shitty way to handle something like that. So all they're saying, ProJarred is dumb. You made that bullshit statement making his wife look crazy. And that's the thing. Most of these guys do that shit all the fucking time. We're like, oh, man, she's fucking nuts, bro. You don't even know the half of it, man. Aren't bitches fucking crazy? And it's like, you know, this fucking dude is so... You can just tell by looking at him, this fucking nerd culture, like, icon or whatever the fuck. Like, this dude is not a bro. He's not a guy who gets lots of attention like this. He uses fame to get where the fuck he is and to pull the shitty things that he did. And it's frustrating because, yeah, man, you give this industry a bad name when you do shit like that. Say this with Andy Signor. It's like, can any of you motherfuckers, like, and there's so many followers, by the way, with this guy, too, that it just makes me, like, I mean, I don't feel comfortable, like, how can you look at somebody like this like a role model now? And this dude's worked with so many people, so now it's like, I don't know.
I never liked him. Even
Never liked
before this shit, I never liked him. I always felt like he was up his own ass, and he was an arrogant fucking prick, and doesn't know how to do a top 10 video game list. And it's like, this shit happening? I'm like, it's not saying I'm happy that his life's falling apart. I don't give a
Oh yeah,
fuck
because he's not
about
even the victim right now too. That's another thing. It's like this wife.
No,
is
and
just making this shit.
Holly's not either, because she like, oh my god, she what, I forgot what the wife's name is, but
Heidi?
she put out Heidi put out a statement saying like, hey, so Holly, maybe you should if you want to help your self-esteem, maybe you shouldn't be fucking other people's husbands.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
Yeah,
like,
she went
it-
on a huge fucking thing. Like, I mean, and she's been responding to people too, which is pretty cool. I think that's actually a good thing to do. Is kind of like just throw all that shit out there. And Andrew's saying too, like Holly is mad. It's like, yeah, in this situation too, I'm thinking like, why would you cheat on your beautiful, awesome wife with some fucking chick who's so not as good? It's like, I'm not saying that if someone is a better looking chick, you should cheat, you know, whatever. Like, you shouldn't do that. But
Okay, cheating is one of those things where it's like, no matter what you have, no matter how good it is, if you just have that personality, you're just gonna get bored of it.
Mhm.
And then something else comes along, and it's like, hey, as a result of something coming along that's fucking different, like, oh, hey. And if you just have like no self-control or a piece of shit person, you're just gonna be like, well, you know what, this is different. Even though that, you know, if you look at levels, oh, this, even though I'm with someone that's more attractive, I'm used to that shit. I don't even see that anymore. Then you see someone else that's like different, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go after that. This guy's a piece of shit.
yeah, exactly. You know, and that's the thing too. Is like when you look at situations like this, like I looked in the YouTube chat and there's somebody in there saying like, yo, you know, this guy got two, I can't get one, and it's like, you know what, dude, like. This guy can only get a girl is because of his fucking YouTube channel and who he was connected to. You know, his shit even sparked, you know, in this world of people watching his shit because of the hard work people from Screw Attack did, and all the people that are linked to him. And so it's like this dude is not even a self-made motherfucker. Like it's all these other people, and it's like
I'm glad he's not a part of Screw Attack right now because, like, Solidus has my back in the fucking chat saying he's always been a pretentious prick, even with the fucking Screw Attack. And when he left Screw Attack, I was happy because I'm like, good, I get to watch this fucking show without this fucking, again, as Jed put it, this sloth motherfucker just fucking hamming it up.
yeah.
And all this shit's happening. I hope it doesn't blow back on Screw Attack, but it's been like years since he's been a part of that. So I just don't think it's gonna be like, oh, ProJarred of Screw Attack. It's like, no, ProJarred of his own fucking shitty ass YouTube channel.
No,
yeah,
exactly.
and I don't know if like you guys brought this up because I just got back. So not only was there the whole cheating scandal, there's the pedophile shit as well.
Oh yeah, grooming a 16-year-old.
Okay, well, let's specify the underage, like the minors. We don't know if they were like fucking kids or if it's just like 16,
Oh,
17.
and they this person specified like this person was I believe a trans man and whatever. And basically what happened was ProJarred and his wife as a joke started a Tumblr blog that's basically a sex positivity blog, and like at first she was like, okay, yeah, that's enough or whatever. It was funny at first, but he stayed on it and basically got more serious about it and started posting nude pictures and stuff like that and sending it to random fans or whatever, saying like, we have a open relationship, so yeah, it's okay, like if we do this. And basically he kept trying to invite this trans man to send him who was 16, by the way, who kept basically stating, hey, I'm 16, this is wrong, I'm 16.
Okay, never mind.
Kept bugging this person.
And that's the thing too. It's like over here, that person's name's Chai apparently, but they're like, yeah, sexually manipulated me via Tumblr when I was 16. I believe Heidi, and I believe every other victim. Feel free to art retweet, blah blah blah. Apparently Chai, and this is where I get mad about the people that are around ProJarred too, because he contacted Normal Boots, Chai, and he was just like, yeah, like Jackie has been responding to my emails about it, but like, yeah, the company's obviously not run right because like they're not even responding to the situation. It's just I'm another crazy fucking fan. It's like, you know, this is the same thing that happened with fucking Screen Junkies, man. And I don't know if you, like, I don't know how much you read into that, Jet, but like, I mean, is other people saying kind of like the same thing that's Chai?
Actually, there was a lot of support, and basically a lot of people are coming out now, and I'm pretty sure like that, like what Chai said at the end, basically like they had more information, but that's not going to be today. It's going to be tomorrow because they knew someone else. Because Chai got rid of the evidence after ProJarred said they were disgusting or something like that. After Chai basically said like, hey, why did you put my nudes out there after I told you I'm 16 and I don't want my nudes out there? The ones you basically kept asking for. Mm-hmm. In which like, yeah, he like ProJarred basically ended up calling him, hey, like you're disgusting, like you're gross. And afterwards, like as a reaction, the person like basically deleted their whole Tumblr page. Like, why wouldn't you after something like that?
I mean, you should probably delete your Tumblr page in general. But yeah.
But yeah, so apparently they have a friend who basically went through the whole like same thing, and they actually have screenshots or whatever, but they're like, they didn't want to put their name out there yet because they're trying to get ready for it. Because once you put your name out there, people are gonna be going at you and shit. Yeah. So we'll probably hear more about this stuff tomorrow. But yeah, this dude's a huge piece of shit. And also for the Sarah Mercury thing, there's basically a tweet going around saying like, oh hey, so anyway, I want to get more in touch with different genders when it comes to gaming, because like it's obviously being seen as more of a male thing, but I don't know how to go about basically making it more accepting. I think this is for more for like a D&D campaign and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, someone said, hey, maybe you should get your wife to basically do these campaigns with you. And then basically the wife was just like, oh, well, like, I don't think I'm really into D&D, but I welcome like other female YouTubers to join in on like those parties and stuff like that. And then Ross said, oh, I know someone who lives with me who would like love to play D&D. And that's where Holly came in and said, yeah, I love D&D, so maybe we can meet up. So that's maybe where all that shit started, how this whole affair started. But yeah, this dude basically claims himself to be a male feminist, which is basically a very, very big red flag.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, looking at the situation over here, too, like, this is Holly, the girl that he was cheating with, and, you know, you look at her, and I'm just like, you know, hey, I'm not gonna, like, shame people's looks where the fuck, you know, I'm not gonna go to that extent, but it's like, you look at somebody like
I love that Sid is just out there getting it, boy.
Say what?
Nah, the sloth man, I'm just didn't know what that looks, his personality can overshine that.
Okay, I can't tell if you and Jet both, like by yourselves came up with that independently, or you heard the show and heard her say that shit.
No. Alright, I heard Jet say it and then post a picture, and then I saw him side by side with it, and I was like, oh my god, this motherfucker like Sid!
Yeah.
Kind of does. It's
I heard someone else say he looks like fucking that one balloon, like, what was his name, Balloony or some shit?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I have a picture.
But yeah, it's like, again, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, this person is less attractive than this other person. It's just like, yeah, you're stuck, you know, some people like that where they're, hey, we one person, then they get bored with whoever the fuck they're with. Honestly, I'm probably going to go out on a limb and say ProJarred only was with his first wife because she looked pretty. And then he just got bored of her, yeah.
Yeah, the thing with these male feminists, basically, like, they'll try to get in female spaces or whatever, make them, like, selves feel like women can basically feel comfortable around them because they feel like they're on their side. But the thing is, he was basically just using that for, like, being a predator. And which, even worse, is that, according to, like, all this shit, this man basically was gaslighting, not gaslighting, but basically isolating Heidi from basically everybody and treating her like shit. And basically kept telling her, yeah, you're the problem in the relationship. She, like, her friend basically said, like, yeah, she'd be on, like, the hotel bed crying, and he would just look at her stone-faced and basically ignore her. And basically, like, she, like, had no idea any of this shit was going on. A whole year of basically just being left in the dark about everything that happened. And even when she found out about the cheating stuff, she still tried to make it work, and he still avoided her.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, and as you said too in the chat, Alan, you know, like, Korean people are kind of weird sometimes because of the territory. There's tons of Korean people that I follow that I would hope that doesn't do something like this behind closed doors, but it hasn't come out yet that they have done it, and that's why I'm like, you know what, can't talk shit. It's just,
I'm just saying, like, and I stand by because, like, you deal with creative people, and it's like, again, as someone, like, I always like to think of myself as a creative person, so I'll throw myself under the fucking bridge. It's like, yeah, you just have a different mindset than a normal person. Like, you can't, again, it's like I always say, you can't teach someone how to be a writer. You could, if you want to be a firefighter tomorrow, work out, go to the academy, they'll teach you everything you fucking need to. You can only teach, but when it comes to writing or music, and you can only really refine the talent that's already there. Like, if you're not a musician, you can't really learn to be a musician if you don't have the heart. So it's like your mind, we're built differently as a result, and unfortunately, sometimes the baser instincts come out, and it's like, yeah, this guy just used his fame to get the desires he probably never could when he was younger, and just use his fame to just fucking supplant that, and unfortunately, that does happen a lot in creative industries.
And even when talking about that too, it's like I even hate bringing up that particular dialogue because it makes me feel like, okay, well, is someone else going to hear this or hear people say that and be like, well, I mean, I guess I would do the same thing, and then, I mean, if I did that, like, you know, hey, if you come from a shady place, I guess it's okay, or lightens the fucking load of being an asshole. It's like, no, it doesn't.
No, don't get me. I'm not trying to fucking defend
not only that,
anyway.
if you're doing it in certain medias, man, you'll get an Oscar award-winning film.
Hey, I'm not trying to fucking defend ProJarred in any goddamn way, shape, or fucking form. He's still a colossal piece of shit that abused his fucking wife and probably several other women. I
You're not a
fucking hated him
musician, you
prior
can't
to
really
this
learn to
news,
be
and
a
I hate him
musician
even
if you
more
don't have
after
the
this
heart.
fucking news. But it's just stands to the people in the chat going like, why does this always fucking happen in communities? Is because you can't control who becomes famous. There's no like fucking school to become famous. That's not how it fucking works. You just a lot of times it's luck. A lot of times you find the right producer, you find the right audience, your song, whatever the fuck just fucking hits, and you become famous. You can't really control how that fucking happens, and unfortunately, it's like, yeah, sometimes the weirdos get in.
Yeah.
I would say most of the time the weirdos get in, man. If you ever look at fucking the start of Hollywood, all of it starts off in these weird avant-garde films that are usually about murder, incest, and rape. Like there was a point in the 70s where all those films had like weird connotations where the boys were in love with their mothers. Norman Bates, is the biggest one. That only became popular, but there was thousands of those fucking films that were coming around in the 70s around that time. So I feel like a lot of these entertainment stuff do cater to that type of branch of creativity to a certain degree, but it's different when it starts getting into the realms of these people are no longer creatives. They are now becoming abusers in their own right and are using their creative clout and their celebrity to make these abusive things they want to do to other human beings possible. And that's what you're starting to see a lot now, especially a lot of internet YouTubers, because where your talent comes from does matter, because it gives you the material context to understand of why certain aspects are happening in this media.
Yeah.
And for a lot of times, especially comedy and a lot of internet and YouTube stars, hell, I'll put myself on the bus. A lot of us were not known for being good looking in middle school and high school. I mean, if you could be honest with yourself 5 minutes, everybody that does this stuff will have those moments that they thought that they were part of the loser group in school. And through that, they never thought that they could achieve a status of people actually liking their personalities or seeing them past whatever kind of surface level shit they dealt with in high school. So when they get the chance that girls as pretty as Heidi is start throwing themselves at these nerdy guys, they don't know how to handle it because they never built a actual personality. They just are just craving stuff. It's all about chasing that high of getting stuff. It's not actually thinking things through. So when they run into these women, it's like, oh, I may have a cute wife and a beautiful wife, but that was just the girl I got before that. The second girl now I know I got the talent, I got the fame, I can get every bitch I want. So why do I need the first girl? And that's usually where a lot of that cheater mentality comes from, is a lack of experience or a lack of having the ability to live out their more, I guess you would say, carnal desires of fucking everything that moves.
That's why I gotta fucking jump on that shit, because it's like, not every single person that didn't fucking have like 80 girlfriends in fucking high school or didn't have fucking like partying every fucking day is gonna turn into a cheater.
Though. See, that's the thing. Like, this problem with using generalizations, because you always have some person that stands up and says, "That's not me." You're right. That's not you. But you're not the people that come into these predominant spaces of areas. Usually, these people are usually kind of sociopaths to a certain degree. And when you have those type of people that don't care about other people's feelings, they're only about their persecution, their only joy, and pleasing their own instincts, they do shit like this.
And I get that, but it's like, again, there's always gonna be different levels. I'm not saying every single fucking person that's creative or even in Hollywood is like, oh man, there's some bullshit that's gonna come out. There's different levels of being kind of weird. It's just, unfortunately, yeah, some people just can't control it, but I take it just anybody that fucking cheats, anybody that just says fuck it, is the same kind of, all choose to have a similar mentality if they just get bored of whatever the fuck they have. It's just the reason we're seeing it more so in creative stuff is because, yeah, like something is, like God's saying, is correct, but not everybody is like that. So I'm trying to like find this nice middle ground.
Yeah, no, one thing I will say too before we get the fuck out of here on this particular subject, Julian saying cheating is a lot. Blah, blah, blah. Say it right, you dummy. He's saying cheating is a lack of respect for their partner, period. And that's the thing, too. At the very, very end
that's
of all.
part of it, sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing, too. It's just like, I don't know if there was some kind of disconnect, too, where sometimes these nerds take shit too seriously. Where it's like, hey, you don't want to join me on my weird, like, playing with trans people and then grooming 16-year-olds thing. So I don't have, something in common with you, so I'm going to move on. That happens with, like, musicians all the time, too. Even athletes. There's many times where people say the hardest thing to do is be in a marriage while you're an athlete or a performer or a circus actor, wrestler even, because they don't share the same passion you do, so they end up finding people that they work with in the industry that feel the same passion. They're just like, you know what, you're going to be doing this thing that I'm doing, you're going to help me, you're going to be a positive influence on me, so I'm going to fuck you. So sometimes it happens too, and that's just lack of respect because there's no relative thing there. That's when people, this is another thing too, people always talk about like, yo, don't date somebody that you're at work with, because that's terrible if it goes down. And I mean, that's bad too, but at the same time, there's a reason why people do it, because no one's going to understand your problems when you come home from work with all this bullshit you're going to do than someone who just did the same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Like again, your work friends are different than your fucking home friends, and it's like yeah, that's why we see this shit. That's why they try to fucking avoid like work relations all the goddamn time, just for this exact situation.
Cedric says exactly. I know it's hard, but if you fall in love or you fall in love with someone else, or just want to fuck something else, it's time to leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. No.
absolutely,
Yeah. Fucking been there.
And Miles says, of course, these nerds take shit too fucking seriously. It's pathetic. Yeah, no, it really is, man. I feel like that might have something to do somewhat with this stuff, but who knows? We're going to hear more about this ProJarred shit tomorrow.
Man, Miles, if I pick any famous person you love from any genre of media entertainment you love and made them a complete scumbag, your heart will be broken. It'll be on Facebook the next day. Hush up.
Yeah, people are so quick. Oh, I'm so fucking mad. People are so quick to jump on that fucking shit. It's like, oh man, fuck that celebrity. Haha, I'm glad their fucking life's going down. Bitch, like if that happened to you, people doing the same
That's
goddamn.
like the people with Tiger Woods.
Oh, wait, I think you guys-
He's a scumbag.
I think you guys heard Miles right. He wasn't saying like, oh, nerd like us nerds take that seriously. Like, no, I don't think that's what you meant. I think he was just saying like, yeah, probably ProJarred takes shit too serious, most likely.
Oh, hold on, I'm
Yeah.
my bad. This one fucking up in the way he writes.
I know. I'm just.
Oh yeah, and find my glasses too while you're finding a fucking bat in your goddamn room.
But the thing is, one big thing
I didn't
other than
find
this
your
shit,
bat, but I did find some ketchup.
you motherfucker.
Why do you still have ketchup
Oh
in
my
your
god!
room? You've
If
been
y'all get
gone
into
all
an argument
day.
about these fucking glasses, I'm gonna smack both of your fucking brainless heads
Dude,
together. God
He just
damn it.
pulled out a bottle of ketchup. He's been gone all day.
Yeah, what an asshole.
That's gonna be some disgusting ass fucking ketchup. You're gonna get ketchup water instead of actual ketchup.
I don't want to think about that.
You know how you avoid that? You just shake it up before you put it in the fridge, Jet.
Or how about you just put it in the
But
fucking
what?
fridge?
It should be in the fridge in the first place.
I was forgot running my ass to fucking Pokemon. I'm sorry.
Damn
Are you
it.
okay, you
Like,
child?
ketchup can spoil not being in the fridge.
Oh,
Man, someone sent me a
That's how
fucking
you get.
video.
That's how you get diarrhea dumps.
Somebody sent me a fucking video.
Man,
of,
I
like-
know you're a pro of those.
I
Somebody
know I
fucking-
am.
Yeah. Somebody sent me a fucking video of like someone put like in the ketchup bottle and it was just ketchup water for like 10 seconds out. And I'm like, I didn't want to fucking eat for like a day after that video. It was so fucking gross.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I don't know much about this. All I know is that this is gonna.
Oh,
fight.
okay. Before we move on to our main story, Cedric asked a question for Ganja, but I'm gonna throw it there. So when you guys eat when you guys eat your French fries, how do you deal with ketchup? Do you put it all over your fries and eat it, or do you put it in a corner like a normal person?
I don't eat ketchup.
Okay, besides Nick, Jet and Ganja. Because
What's up?
me, I'm in the put it in the corner. Each individual fry gets its fucking amount of ketchup, and you eat it. Ganja, how do you eat your fucking fries?
It depends where I'm at. If I am inside of like a park or like a fair or some shit, I'll just get it sprinkled on because I don't want to just guesstimate how much ketchup I'm going to use and then be running out of ketchup a little later and be like, man, fuck it, I ain't walking all the way to the factory to the place to get ketchup. So I'll sprinkle it all over that. Now, if I'm like at home or at a restaurant, right on the side like a gentleman.
Now, the thing is, the reason, and oh, actually, no, I forgot. Jet, sorry, you go ahead.
Oh well, I don't do either one of those. I basically just throw the fries in my mouth and then just grab the ketchup bottle and just squirt it in my mouth.
I
I
believe you.
regret asking her. I
believe
really
it, too.
regret asking her.
No, actually, that's a pretty good idea. Just like create like a little puddle in your mouth and then just
That's
like.
how that fucking
That's
works.
fucking awesome. That's actually a really good idea.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so the mentality of because
I
fucking
fuck with Jet a little bit. Hold on. Sometimes what I like to do, if like I'm using ketchup from like the outside that's been there for a minute, and you do get that little water moment, Jet. What I'll do is I'll stop halfway, shake the bottle, and just make a circle around it and just seal the liquid up.
Ugh.
I ignored that.
Hey, that's the best way. You still got the ketchup and you still got the water in it, so he still feel fresh.
I'm
when
gonna
you
bring
use it.
this up to you really quick. Chips and salsa. You know what really makes me like not want to eat the chips anymore? Like at Red Robin or Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever. Is when the sauce gets on another chip, and then since it's been outside of its like little sauce pool, whatever, it starts to like get dried up on the chip, and that fucking
Yeah.
grosses me the shit out. Like I cannot have that at
So
all.
okay, so the reason why I think that again it's the fucking proper way is to put ketchup in the fucking corner is because if you're just like, oh, I'm gonna pour ketchup all over my fucking fries, it's cool. Your ketchup is cooling down your fries. Even if it's warm, it's still cooling it down. Which means as you're eating it, it's cooling it down faster because you have the ketchup on top of it. Which means by the time you get halfway, your fries are fucking cold. But if you just put the ketchup in the fucking corner, each fry gets as much ketchup as you fucking want, but the fries themselves are still heating themselves up because nothing's cooling it down except for the fucking, room you're in. Which means they're going to stay warmer longer. And who wants to eat cold fucking fries?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes
Well, I
cold
mean,
fries
you
are
don't
good.
you don't get cold fries my way.
Wait, where's your?
I don't
way?
want to talk to you
No,
right
where's
now.
your
Jet.
way? Where's your way? I'm so
Dude,
curious.
she explained it like a fucking weird ass person. She just shoves fries in her mouth and ketchup afterwards.
Oh, no, okay. I thought you were talking about like a different like to heat up French fries a certain way. That's what she was going with. Because the thing is like if I can find a device that does that for French fries, I'm gonna be so fucking unbelievably fat.
I mean, think of it this way: like you're already chewing up the fries, and I mean, like ketchup is basically just tomatoes like mashed up, so it works together.
No, that's not how your mouth works.
It's the only vegetable I eat.
Oh my
It's
god.
a fruit, you fucking. Oh my god.
Anyways, y'all stupid. We're gonna move on to a fucking what's it? Sony Play for gay.
State of
What's it
Play.
called? State of Play. There you go. Yay. State of Play. Yay. There's a lot of shit to touch on. I'm gonna touch on the thing that they thought that was a fucking main event, which they were wrong about. Final Fantasy fucking 7, the remake.
Yep.
Gotta tell you, man, didn't give a slight fuck at all. I know people are not really freaking out too much about this because it's been something that we've been waiting for a very, very long time. But yeah, man, I mean, Alan, I'm gonna ask you first. What do you think about it? Does it look cool? Does it look like? Was this everything you were expecting?
The cutscenes,
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is,
I mean, there's some gameplay, by the way.
yeah, but it's honestly like, if you took all the gameplay in this fucking trailer, it'd be like 5 seconds. The thing is, I love Final Fantasy 15. I think Final Fantasy 15 was a really interesting game. I love the story. I love the combat. It was just a lot of fun for the open world they were doing. And when I heard that they're doing Final Fantasy 7 remake in the same engine as Final Fantasy 15, I was like, cool. I finally get to play Final Fantasy 7. Everyone's saying it's the best one. I never fucking played Final Fantasies prior because I fucking hate turn play. I hate the idea that's like, oh, you start your turn, press, fucking X, attack or heal or whatever the fuck, and then once you turn over, just wait to get hit in the face by a fucking boss. I'm like, I think that's a fucking stupid combat system. That's why I never got into Pokemon games. I don't like waiting to get hit. So the fact that they're doing real-time combat in Final Fantasy 7, I was excited. But that was like 3 fucking years ago. And now it's like, okay, we got this trailer. We're finally fucking been waiting. We've been waiting so goddamn long. And it's like, they barely showed us anything. And it's like, more at E3? Well, there better fucking be more at E3. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't enough here to be interested.
Jed, what'd you think about this, especially the gameplay? I know that you said it was only 5 seconds up, but ratio-wise, it's like it's still a big percentage of a video that's only a minute long. So what'd you think about the gameplay as well as, I guess, the cutscenes too, if you want to talk about that?
Oh, like I thought it looked beautiful, and also I thought the gameplay looked pretty amazing. Like I really wasn't a fan of Final Fantasy like 7 back. I really wasn't a fan of the older Final Fantasy games, to be honest, because they were long and the stories are fucking convoluted. But like honestly, this one like it's also being put out in parts, so I mean, I'll give it a shot. Now, like I actually like turn play, but it's just like the combination of that like convoluted storyline and also like how long that fucking game is. Ugh. This one, I feel like I can actually look at some beautiful shit and actually enjoy it, and also different combat. So it's just like I'm playing a different game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like for this and Ganja, I don't even know. Do you follow Final Fantasy at all, man?
Not at all, man. Like my problem with Final Fantasy is it was that old school real time strategy stuff where it was you had to select a fire move, attack with it. Goddamn notifications.
Turn off your notifications, and also, do you know the Ganja, you just called Final Fantasy real time strategy.
It was, because you had to decide on stuff in terms of what you're going to use magic and what power-up you're going to use. It really is that real-time strategy-based kind of combat, where you do stuff, you put it in action, and then if you get caught, you get fucked up. It's just, I
mean, you're playing it like in real life time.
Yeah, turn play is not real time. Why am I telling this RTS man?
Hey, I like how you talk shit about me, but I beat you at a video game quiz.
Oh, you don't know what an RTS is.
You don't know,
Clearly.
and I beat you at a quiz. So how did I win?
Because you got lucky and I let one fucking win.
Excuses.
No, you can't sit there and bring up some bullshit from
Excuses.
2 fucking years ago to count up your stupid fucking
I
bullshit.
will, because you're
Gotcha, what is the definition of real?
Because you're over here trying to act like a video game expert and teach me something like I'm a little kid.
You say some
Meanwhile,
stupid
can't
shit, I'm gonna
quiz
call you
against
out.
me.
You say some stupid shit, I'm gonna call you out.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Just Gotcha, continue your fucking point. Use
Yeah, my
turn
point
play.
is I was never into Final Fantasy before I really interrupted so someone could show their video game smarts.
Well, compared to you, I'm a fucking expert.
I beat you at a quiz. So I don't know
Oh
about
my
that.
god, you beat all that bullshit fucking quiz. You are. Oh my god, you never
Julian's
never let
gonna
God
remember
win
this.
anything. God,
Julian will remember this.
Jillian will remember this. Holy
why the fuck?
shit.
Oh god, yeah, I don't need to fucking hear that shit afterwards. Ganja is one of the fucking pettiest people I fucking know. Don't ever let him win anything, and don't ever challenge him in anything, because he'll do whatever it takes to fucking win, and he'll never fucking forget about it.
Okay, so he didn't like Final Fantasy, and that's very clear.
Yes.
The thing is, though, is like, would you play something that looks all nice and pretty and remade and wrapped in a new fucking? We just re-released this bow. I mean, would you play that, Mr. Ganjagura? I forgot your name for a second.
No, only if they were switched to like a turn-based mechanic. That way, it would be much more easier to do the movesets.
Oh, wait. No. No.
If only Final Fantasy was turn play.
What the fuck
I give
just
up.
happened?
Fucking Nick, you broke me! I was gonna keep going, you
Man. Let's move on to the next fucking video game.
We didn't even ask how. Oh no, we did ask about Jet Thinks. Never mind.
Dang!
Jesus
I remembered
Christ.
you.
Dang!
Jesus Christ. Predator Hunting Grounds, man. I remember when they were talking about doing this shit a while back too, and they even did the Rambo game. It was like a rail shooter or whatever the fuck. And I was so hyped. I was
Oh
like, dude,
god,
this
that
is-
was a piece of shit.
it was definitely a piece of shit. But the thing is, though, I remember like this trailer was really cool for back then. And now we got this, and I'm like, okay, listen, like Predator, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I don't like the idea of it. Like, dude, fuck yeah, like that's such a perfect idea for a video game.
Yeah.
But it's one of those situations though where it's like, even by this trailer, you should have showed some gameplay. Like people have been telling you what they want to see at the very least, see like as in a trailer. You didn't show us fucking anything, which tells me this is not going to be a first-person shooter. It's not going to be a third-person thing. They're going to get this wrong again. I feel like this is going to be something like maybe XCOM or maybe like another rail shooter or something kind of silly.
No, it's way worse because
What's up?
I thought this was going to be something like this is an old ass game no one even fucking remembers, but there's a Predator Concrete Jungle, which was kind of it was open world-ish. It was actually really interesting for its time. It was kind of a melee-based game with Predator, and you would go in to like a futuristic Earth, and you were doing all sorts of cool shit fighting gang members, and I was excited for that. And then Trey sends his fucking Twitter link saying that this is a multiplayer action game. So what you're seeing right now is going to be some bullshit like Dead by Daylight or fucking Friday the 13th or Evolve, where one person plays the fucking Predator and 5 people play the fucking humans, and we're just going to reenact the fucking Predator bullshit. Like this is just a Friday the 13th bullshit game. It's like a 5v1 or shit. And honestly, I'm so fucking disappointed because I think the idea of playing a Predator game would be cool as shit. I don't know if you ever played this. Did you ever play AVP2 for the 360 back in the day?
Absolutely.
That game is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was very good.
Like you have the human campaign, the Predator campaign, and an alien campaign, and they're fucking great. I'm like, I was hoping for something like this.
I don't know if you ever got a chance to play it, Alan, but there was a Predator game for the PlayStation 2, which was third person, where you got to run around the city, kill different gangbangers and different type of cartel members. Because the goal was basically you were coming to the city, and the Predator was coming during the height of gang violence. So as he was looking around, he was trying to figure out like what's the most baddest and most like strongest humans. And of course, as he sees gang members, it's basically the same storyline from the second one.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that are considered warriors in our world. So you go up the chain, and as he's going up the chain, he's starting to figure out there's a big conspiracy between why these gangbangers are killing each other. And as he goes up the chain, it goes up to these like businessmen that are basically Utani Corporation, and you fight aliens out of fucking nowhere inside this experimental tube. And the whole time you're playing the Predator story and figuring out his world and role into the story, but there's no real dialogue. It's just like text dialogue and just what you can overhear from different characters and like what you can piece together from being stealthy and whatnot. So I really hope it takes on kind of that mental where the humans are going against the Predator, but the Predator doesn't have all the abilities right away. He has to build up to it through the kills of different humans.
Yeah, I know. It was funny because you said gangbangers and like that shit fucking broke.
It's like, don't tell him he's having a bad day. Or giving him too much shit.
I mean, that's literally how the story starts. It says kill these gangbangers in the subtext.
No, it's the way you said it. You said gangbangers.
Emphasize the girls.
The girds. I thought you were gonna say like gangbangers. I was like, wait, what?
I mean, we can't tell people what we're doing.
But yeah, this is definitely like this is definitely a missed opportunity because I was excited because like I'm kind of sick of like I've always had a video. I'm not a huge fan of multiplayer games. There are multiplayer games I love. There are multiplayer games I still play to this day. But for the most part, I don't really like multiplayer games. I prefer single player games. And stop fucking laughing. Mute
Because
your
the
fucking
chat's
self. Fucking
funny,
finish.
man. Damn.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Sebastian is good.
But go ahead.
any fucking way. So when I first heard about this, I was excited because I'm like, yeah, I want to fucking play Predator. And it's like, this is just gonna be one of those fucking multiplayer games that's gonna die in a fucking month, and no one's gonna remember this next year.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I will disagree with that because Call of Duty Ghosts had a mode where you get to play as Predator and Michael Myers, and it was the same thing. It's basically this whole idea right here. And the thing is, that was something that kept Ghosts around for like longer than like the next incarnation. I think the next game was Black Ops 3. And Ghost stayed around because of the Extinction mode as well as the Michael Myers and Predator mode, and that worked out great. I know you don't like it, but people love still the idea of the Infection mode because or Infected mode.
Yeah, but that's part of again, as much about to say this, Call of Duty has other like game modes in there, and it's a game. There's a fucking single player, there's a multiplayer, there's whatever the fuck. That's a separate mode. This is just like Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th. At least from what I could tell, that's what's gonna be.
But then you're basically saying the same thing as you like Rainbow Six, but it's like that was just a mode in a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, and then you make a game around it, and it was great. So it's like, you're gonna hate on. Yeah, but it's like it worked out because it came out and you played it. This hasn't come out yet, so it's like I'm just saying, like, if you hate the idea of it, that's cool. I get that, but it's like clearly a game that you love. Rainbow Six is this idea.
Rainbow Six Siege is not the same thing as Friday the 13th. I'm bringing those up very specifically, not because I hate those games, but because you play as you play as a fucking horror whatever icon, and you're surrounded by 5 people, and they're basically all trying to fight and kill this one person or escape this one person. We've seen so many of those games just not really work. Like, at the end of the day, Rainbow Siege is just like Counter-Strike, and Counter-Strike's survived for a fucking long time
I'll
because
let
it's
you
a
know
TDM.
what's more likely going to happen. It's the same situation. Like, that's why I'm glad he keeps bringing up the Jason thing. Is you either get a point where the main character is so strong and such a badass that it's extremely difficult unless you have an actual team you play with constantly to avoid the serial killer, or 2, the people are so overpowered that you are almost like nerfed to the point that it's not really the Predator. It's just a 1-2 hits single screen that you're playing as, because there's no Predator-esque powers, because that overplay. If you can pick somebody off with that blaster cannon from I don't know how far away, how is that fair to other people with M16?
Oh, it's gonna be either highly inaccurate or you only get 2 shots per round.
Yeah,
that goes to my point. You either nerf the character that is no longer close to the source material, or you go so hard in the game mechanics like Jason that it's fighting a tank.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what's gonna end up being, because those guys are like they're fucking modern day soldiers. They're not like fucking fighting with anything. So it's gonna be a situation in which, hey, we gotta get this fucking tech. Like, it's gonna be, hey, go to this objective point. We gotta get this fucking tech that's gonna defeat the Predator or some stupid bullshit. And you gotta go over there and hold X while you have this fucking like 30-second fucking loading thing. And then you gotta pick it up, but then you're glowing on the Predator's radar because of the heat signature. And then you gotta get to the extraction. It's just gonna be that. That's the fucking game. Like, I'm calling it right fucking there. That's the fucking game.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, you just sold me on it. So it's like, it's just one of the things that's what you have to, But
maybe there are still people that play Friday the 13th. There's still people that play fucking Dead by Daylight. But those games,
yes, I do.
But those games had a peak popularity for about 3 weeks and then dipped down like 50-60%. So it's like, it's just because there's only so many times you can play that same 5v1 gameplay.
Yeah. What you call it? Yeah, Julian said Conjure camera's a bit high, and it's funny because like he's a bit high, but man, you're low as fuck right now, sir. Like, I mean, look at you.
Wow, Nick. Sometimes I like your shitty jokes. That was just fucking shitty.
No, I'm being serious. So, like,
he's
you're really low.
So usually he's high, but now he's low.
No, but I'm being serious.
It
was a throwaway joke. I'm literally telling you, you're fucking low, dude. Like, movie camera.
You literally stopped the show to make the joke.
Don't get mad
I'm stopping the show to help the camera.
Nick, don't get mad at me. That was your shitty joke, bro.
You control the camera. You could just move it over to the left.
Can we please make more shitty jokes so we don't stay on this shitty joke?
Wait,
it's Nick, and it's gonna happen.
Okay,
Alan.
I'm just trying to switch the subject because my chair broke recently, so that's why.
Okay.
No, Gandhi's actually 2 feet tall.
Okay, you're 2 feet. Shut the fuck. You're the worst person to say that! You're the worst person to say that! Alan, when are you gonna get it? God!
No one believes me, that's the point,
Hey,
Nick.
here's next, guys. I'm gonna call Ganja fat because I'm not a fat fuck myself. Wacka, wacka, wacka. Like,
you do that! You actively call him
You
fat.
call him fat.
You actively call him fat. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie to them.
I call him attractive. I told him a few months ago
you
he
fucking
was
liar. Don't lie to me.
I told Ganja he was losing weight, and he was, and he looked damn good.
Don't lie to me.
He was. Keyword, he was.
Okay, I'm trying not to be a dick. What the fuck?
He always says that. That's Nick. Like, you can play a drinking game the amount of times Nick say, I don't want to be a dick.
Oh my god, I can't.
You don't want to be a dick.
Nick, don't worry about it. We get it.
Oh God, your shirt is as loud as you. Anyways, here's the thing. We're moving on. Fuck Alan, first of all. But speaking of, and we're gonna argue so much. I almost just want to have you win this one. But Jesus Christ, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, man.
Ghost Recon Boring Point.
Yeah, wow, you're fucking hilarious, sir.
I've been planning that joke for an hour and a half.
Yep, I can tell. That's how most of your jokes are. Anyways, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, you fucking moron. You saying that this game's going to be bad. I think that these games are never really all that bad, even if they're like, oh, well, that was really shitty compared to the last one. It's like, yeah, because the last one was fucking great. Like, people love Ghost Recon. That's why there's a bunch of fucking sequels. It keeps coming out and it's fucking
I don't understand why there's a bunch of fucking sequels. I have played a lot of Ghost Recon games. I played almost all of them, and almost all of them are fucking garbage. They're either boring-ass fucking stories, boring-ass fucking gameplay, or just fucking stupid-ass fucking Uncharted wannabes. Every Ghost Recon game that I've ever fucking played, from Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter to Ghost Recon Wildlands, has been a piece of shit. There's never been a fucking good one.
And what is your reason why? Just the stealth shit, or like what? Like what is your actual...
It depends on the fucking game. If we're talking about Ghost Recon, the fucking first one, the shooting was kind of okay, but the levels are really fucking boring and the story doesn't fucking matter. If you want to go to the second one, the gameplay is fucking terrible. It's unresponsive. It just plays like garbage. If you want to go to fucking the next one, which is Future Soldier, they don't understand what the goddamn fuck they want to do. They don't know if they want to be a stealth game or a fucking action fucking Uncharted game.
And when did that game come out,
just randomly does both.
And when did that game come out, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
I don't fucking remember when the goddamn hell.
Around the 4-year radius. I'm sure you could pull that off.
I mean 2010 probably.
Okay, 2010. Around that time, mini games came out. Remember in 2000 fucking I think 7 or 8, Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, and that game stealth franchise, not just stealth game, but stealth franchise. And there's points in there where you literally are gonna just kill 50,000 fucking people. It's like that's how the shit is.
And with that, one of the biggest criticisms of Metal Gear Solid 4, it wasn't a stealth game. The thing about Metal Gear Solid 4, I like that game, not because it's a stealth game, but because I actually enjoyed the story and I like the conclusion. Ghost Recon Future Soldier, the story is awful. It is just boring-ass generic, well, we gotta find some fucking missile silo or some stupid bullshit in some fucking South American fucking country so that we can fucking just blow it up and not give a goddamn fuck. Like, Ghost Recon Future Soldier doesn't know what it fucking wants to be. And then Phantoms, which I fucking forgot about, is some fucking multiplayer shout-out garbage that I don't fucking know who goddamn made it. And then you got Ghost Recon fucking Wildlands. I was like, you know what? Hey, they changed the Ghost Recon every goddamn time. Let's see, maybe Ghost Recon Wildlands is different. I didn't think it was going to be good because every Ghost Recon sucked. And then it came out and everyone was like, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit? And then I played it and I was like, man, the gameplay is boring. It's the worst parts of the Division. It is the worst parts of the Division of the boring ass story, the lame fucking voice acting.
Here's the thing, and I hate to interrupt, but it's like I was going to ask you, like, okay, what do you mean boring by like the first Ghost Recon, like as far as the maps go? But you keep saying boring for so many things, and like that's just such a subjective statement. It's like, what was boring? What do you feel that was boring?
Okay.
Because the thing is, you like Assassin's Creed. I can just easily respond with boring, 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 boring. But it's like, am I going to give you a reason why it was boring? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay. Specifically with Ghost Recon Wildlands, I keep calling it Boring Lands because I was bored out of my fucking mind. But one of the things is that I didn't like about it is with the voice acting, nobody feels like they want to fucking be there. Nobody sounds interested at all. They're just like, they just feel like they're reading off the script like Ronda Rousey was in fucking MK11. And then even the actual lines they're doing, it's generic military stuff that we've seen in 100 fucking like Michael Bay movies where they don't give a fuck. They're just like spewing out, well, we're American, so America this, America that, fuck your country. I'm like, this dialogue just feels like they probably ripped it off in the last fucking game. None of it's inspired. And then it's just like, well, you gotta go do this, you gotta go do that. And then you go do the stuff. And it's just, again, nothing of it feels of any matter. It's just go to this fucking place, go through a shooting gallery, and then get this, like, my little cutscene. Sometimes when they do the fucking cutscenes, they're interesting, but there's not enough of them to keep you going. So it just feels like a fucking garbage collecting game. Just go to this area, shoot a bunch of people, and then fucking move on. There doesn't feel like there's much else fucking going on. Because usually when you have games with wide open worlds and a lot of little things to do, you need a decent side quest or you need a decent main story to make sure you're fucking interested. So when I'm playing fucking Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey, and I'm enjoying the fuck out of those games, even though that there's similarities because it's the same fucking company, I love the fucking story of both Origins and Odyssey. So doing the little stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying it because it leads me to the more story. With Ghost Recon, almost all of them, they're never interesting stories at all. And so I just don't want to fucking play them.
Okay, and I guess I understand. I'm not going to argue that anymore, but I'll tell you just in a positive light why I care about this and why
Yeah, go
and I don't play all the Ghost Recons. I didn't play Wildlands, so I can't even argue with you about you saying that was boring. But you said that the other ones were boring from back in the day, and then once again, and people are saying this in the chat too, but the Ubisoft thing, where it's like, yeah, Assassin's Creed. I find that story to be boring. Now the thing is though, is that a game's a video game, so like I ignore how boring that story is because it's just not going to appeal to me. It's just not going to be something I'm going to like. So I'm like, what do I do like? I like actually playing, hitting the buttons, doing shit. And so many a time, I'm just walking aimlessly into an empty world that I don't fucking do anything with until the game decides, you know what? Time for a cutscene. Let me take away the little bit of gameplay you're getting and force you through cutscenes that you're not interested in, that you already decided that you're not going to be interested in, just to put you right back out there, but have you gather less items than you did before. From the very first game in Assassin's Creed, the first one, you start off with all these shit, the dagger, the fucking sword, all this stuff, all these cool moves, and then the entire game you just work to earning them back. It's like Ubisoft is so used to just taking from you that it's like being insulted every fucking game. Every game.
But if we're going with the story, because a lot of what was happening with Assassin's Creed is that you get all this stuff, but you barely know how to use it. You don't even know you got throwing knives until the game says, "Hey, you got throwing knives," and you barely know the physics or how those things even work. So the game basically is tutorializing you while also giving you a story. I fucking love the first Assassin's Creed. It's one of my fucking favorite games ever. The thing is with Ghost Recon Wildlands is that the shooting is like the worst parts of the Division, where it just feels like you're wandering aimlessly and you just encounter a bunch of enemies and it feels like nothing actually matters. And the shooting doesn't feel good. Like when you're playing it, again, it feels like you're firing an airsoft gun. It doesn't feel like there's any heft to the actual bullets. Like when you play other fucking shooters, other third-person shooters, like even fucking games like Watch Dogs, where the shooting actually feels way better. Or Anthem. Anthem shooting feels way fucking better than Ghost Recon or The Division. And it's like, okay, you already fucking lost me on the story, but fuck it. As I played Ghost Recon Wildlands a lot, because I was just like, let me just try. Let me just force myself through this. But I don't like the gameplay. The gameplay does not feel fucking fun to play. It feels very, nerfed. It feels very weak. It doesn't feel like they put any heft to any of the guns, and all the guns feel the same. So you already lost me on the gameplay, so I'm not going to play your game anymore.
And Kirk is saying the stories in Assassin's Creed that are pointless and go in no way in order for you to understand it. You'll have to play the spin-offs after spin-offs after spin-offs to understand, to piece all these games together. And I know you're going to defend that too, and
of course I will.
I understand that, you like it. But it's just like, when it comes to Ghost Recon, even when you're talking about man, I hate the voice acting, this shit's boring. And it's like, okay, well, you do realize being in Ghost and I actually disagree with what I'm about to say. I actually don't want what I'm about to say, but you did mention I hate that this game is shooting and being all crazy like Michael Bay or whatever the fuck, but yeah, it's supposed to be a stealth game. Well, in a stealth game, you're not really supposed to emote. You guys are trying to hide from the fucking enemy. So I don't think I'm going to get some amazing dialogue where it's like, John, run! There's a motherfucker! It's like, you're supposed to be quiet. It's a sniper's game. It's
but there's cutscenes before and after the gameplay sequences in Future Soldier, if we're going to use that one as a specific, because that's what we both played. And half the time they're just at lunch, just chilling. Me and you having a discussion right now has more emotion and emphasis and mattering than half the cutscenes in fucking Future Soldier. And it's like they just have this basic concept. That's the problem with the Ghost Recon. They have this basic kind of idea of trying to do this realistic military stuff, and that's it. It's just a basic premise. Future Soldier, let's just have these fucking super teched out soldiers that have all this crazy stuff on them. What about the actual game and story? Fuck it, who cares? We'll pick it up as we go along. We'll go, with Wildlands. Well, let's just the engine we use for the Division and other stuff, and let's have this wide open world with all this little shit going on. Yeah, but what about anything else? Don't worry about it. It feels like they focus on just the premise, and then they focus on everything else later, and it always feels like it's lacking. That's my biggest problem with this fucking series. Yeah. And I know Kirk is basically talking about these Assassin's Creed stories. It does vary between game to game, and eventually they just gave up on the overarching story. But with Assassin's Creed, there's always been two stories. There's been whatever's going inside the Animus, which doesn't connect from game to game, their own separate stories. Then there's stuff outside the Animus, but there's always so little of that it doesn't really matter. You could pick up Assassin's Creed 3 right now, Nick. Actually, no, that's probably a bad one. You can pick up Assassin's Creed 2, and that's a sequel to the first one, and you'd be fine. You could pick up Black Flag, and you'd be fine. I'm sure you played that. You could pick up Unity, which I know you've played, and you'd be fine. So it's like Assassin's Creed games, you can play them in almost whatever order you want, because the inside story matters more than the outside story. And yeah, they vary in quality, because I fucking hate Brotherhood, but I love Unity. So it's like those do vary in quality, but I'll take any Assassin's Creed over any Ghost Recon game. And especially with the gameplay. I fucking love the Assassin's Creed gameplay. It's responsive and good. It's never been the case for Ghost Recon.
Yeah, and I guess we're not gonna win each other over on there, so we'll just agree to disagree. But it's like, yeah, like for me, Ghost Recon has always felt. I felt that it was better than Rainbow Six for a while there. Obviously, like in the midterm of like both their fucking lives, Splinter Cell came out, and that was a way better stealth game than Ghost Recon. And then just a team-based stuff with Rainbow Six was fucking great, especially with Vegas. So yeah,
I love Rainbow Six Vegas too. That's like one of my favorite games.
And I actually hate that game, but I understand how people would say it's better than Ghost Recon. Because around that time, Rainbow Six was, I mean, they put money in that fucking thing like that. I mean, Rainbow Six felt like a big action movie. It was like the blockbuster video game type shit. Like I know how, like in movies, you get like those obvious big movies, whether or not you like it, you know they're fucking huge. Rainbow Six was that.
I just liked I liked how it was a bit more down to earth. It wasn't so just a crazy big story, and you're just kind of following these guys. And I love the intricacy of the gameplay, where it's a first-person shooter. You're doing your first-person stuff, but then when you take cover, it becomes third-person, so it changes perspective very fluidly. And especially the fucking extra stuff like the terrorist hunt. Me and my friends play that all the time. The multiplayer was actually not bad. Like that game had a lot going for it.
Yeah, JP's talking about Spoonie playing SWAT 4 back in the day.
SWAT 4, oh god, that game is so boring that at the end of every mission, I would just shoot my teammates and get the lowest score possible because it's the only way I had fun with that.
Good lord, man. But yeah, so I mean, and I guess that Ghost Recon thing really wasn't a part of State of Play or whatever.
It was a separate thing that came out, I think, either today or yesterday.
Yeah, so I mean, I would talk about most of the other things. Medieval's gonna be coming out October 25th.
Yeah!
So fucking hyped for that shit. I'm gonna play the fuck out of that. It's gonna be awesome. And then there's this game called Away, which I guess I'm gonna show this really quick because this
I don't know what
cool.
the fuck Away is, but I was like, you know what? I don't know. I kind of dug it. Like that's so fucking weird because I was like, Away. I'm like, what is this kind of indie fucking like walking simulator? I'm like, you're playing as a flying squirrel. I'm like, I don't know why. I can't explain it. But when I was watching this, I'm like, I kind of want to play this.
No, it looks awesome. It looks beautiful. And I was going to ask Jet really quick because she's such a person who loves design and art and all that good stuff when it comes to... Because for one, too, and I will say, I'm going to talk some shit to Jet really quick. I really hate how much you care about fucking graphics. That drives me up the goddamn wall. Like, there's so many good things out there. You don't go retro or anything. You don't play the fucking shit that plays amazingly. No, you like the beautiful stuff.
Well, that makes you think I don't play retro. Retro games can be beautiful. What are you talking about?
I've never seen you play a retro game ever. Like ever.
You don't have to see me play certain fucking games and shit. Like I do play them.
I'm just saying, because lots of games that we talk about too, you'd be like, oh, that game looks fucking amazing. And I'm like, you know, it comes across as you really care about graphics, sometimes maybe more so than gameplay. And obviously we haven't played this, we don't fucking know if it's gonna be good or not. But graphically, what do you feel about this?
It's all right.
It's all right, yeah. Because I remember you were saying some shit. You're actually.
Oh yeah, I was saying basically like, oh, it's a Black Tiger.
No, this actually looks like it has responsive controls.
No, it's Black Tiger, The Revenge of Black Tiger 2. Basically, it has updated controls or whatever. But now, it also looks nice, and you're also playing as a flying squirrel, wherever the fuck that is.
It's a flying squirrel.
I'm really wondering what's gonna happen with this game. That's like because people are talking positively about this. I'm like, how do you fuck this up? Because I know they will. I know that something's not gonna be done, and it's like, oh, we'll work on it and patchwork. But there's so minimal shit going on here that I'm wondering, like, are you guys gonna like accidentally not have the squirrel in the game or something? Like, what's gonna go wrong?
It's probably gonna be, honestly, my instinct is it's gonna be about a 4-hour game. But honestly, I don't know what the fuck this even is. This comes out of nowhere. You're playing as a flying squirrel. Like, what crack addict came up with this fucking idea? But it's like it's beautifully done. So it's like I'm interested at least that it's like, yeah, this fucking giant spider's coming in like fucking Darth Vader.
Man, we got that contract with Sony. Yeah, I got an idea, man. Flying squirrels. Yeah, we'll play a flying squirrel, bro.
I like how that Bond looked like a big ass straw that's like in a cup of milk, and you just blew into it.
And that's basically
YouTube censors can't tell the difference.
Yeah. No, dude, he jokes, but they wake up in the morning and their buddy's halfway through coding the game. Like, wait, that was a joke. Like, no, this is great, man. It's gold. It's gold, Jerry.
Man, that 420 was great. Hey, so what about that Super Nintendo contract? We gonna sign up for it? Oh my God, we met Echo the Dolphin.
Wait, it's Super Nintendo.
What year are you in right now?
Hey man, it was a hard 420.
Good
Fucking
lord,
apparently.
he's still. We're about to be,
ago.
guys. Literally a week and a half. We're gonna be in 520. This motherfucker's still in the 4. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
No, you know what this game is? This game is a dog's journey, but you're a flying squirrel.
Squirrel's journey.
A squirrel's journey. You gotta get back to your.
Hey, y'all talking shit, man. But Flower sold pretty fucking decently.
Flower was a fucking interactive screensaver.
Hush
Fuck
up,
that
you.
bullshit. That was
Man,
some bullshit. You don't like it because you're a fucking crack.
it was fun, all right? It was a stoner game.
It was an
You got to play a
interactive
piece of
screensaver.
flour. You got to see all kinds of 3D graphics. You got to see how well they did the motion effects. Honestly, I can see this being a similar thing for the PS4. And if people want to do some kind of nature documentary, give a character control over this little character that people like watching documentaries late at night, including yours truly, and just have fun with it. There's nothing really to it. Like, it's going to probably be mostly $20, $30. If it's $60, then I'll let y'all complain until the fucking cows go home. But I can see this being like a $20, $30 game. Similar to what happened with Dust for Xbox 360.
Another game that looks like a fucking $10 to $20 video game. This John Wick Hex game. Now, here's the thing.
Or is that calling it Jonah Hex?
Yeah, because you're silly. The thing is, though, I was gonna say, like, like when you say that, it should be $10, $20 game. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, this will be a great $10 game.
It probably will be cheap. Like, I don't expect this to be more than $20. It's just, it's funny because, like, there are 2 John Wick games that are currently in existence. John Wick Hex and John Wick Chronicles, and neither of them really like actually work with what the actual movies are. Because when you watch the movies, it's like the closest thing you'd ever have to get something with the Arkham Asylum combat system, but with guns. That's kind of what the movies are. He's doing a bunch of cool shooting shit, but he's also doing a lot of melee stuff. But with this, it's like they're trying to do almost like a Killer 7 type thing where you're playing like kind of XCOM, and then when you interact with the enemy, you have various ways to deal with it. Either you shoot them, or you do some melee stuff, or hilariously kick them in the balls. At first, I was like not really into it, but then by the end of it, I'm like, this could work. I'd have to actually play the game before I get final judgment, but I'm like, I fucking love the hell out of XCOM and XCOM type games, so I'm willing to give this a chance.
Yeah, and I'm willing to give this a chance too. I know John Wick is coming out, John Wick 3 or whatever, and I watched the movie recently too, by the way, so we'll talk about that on Saturday. But yeah, man, this looks kind of cool. I know that Julian sent me this, so thank you, Julian. But it's like, I don't know if there's one of those things where it's like, dude, the art style is so different from other things that might be fucking awesome. Like, I don't know if that's where you're looking at this.
I hate the art style. It looks so
yeah,
ugly.
me too. Me
What
too.
art
But
style?
For Jonah.
Wow, you're fucking up,
No,
dude.
because he's saying art style like it's something different we haven't seen before. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
No, this is a little bit different. This is actually a little bit different. I want to say shell shaded. I always fuck that up.
It's cell shaded. It looks kind of shell shaded, but looks kind of ugly. Like, I feel like I've seen this art style before, but I can't fucking remember.
I'm literally playing a game called This Cop Story that has the same kind of design.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Fresh design.
Well, I mean,
that
just because you've seen it before doesn't mean that's actually like Hotline Miami was definitely fresh, but good God, we had like 10 fucking years of that shit with Nintendo.
I'll give you that. Give me 10 more years, and you have it right.
No, that does look very similar to a Cop Story, which is it. I was like, why does this look so fucking familiar to me? But
Yeah.
it's fine. I think the character models all look fucking ugly as shit. I'm like, oh, this doesn't fucking look like the art style doesn't look good, but the gameplay, I'm like, this could either be really good or really bad,
And he
depending
did
on how
correct
much
us.
variety there is.
Yeah, he's saying the gameplay is why he sent it. And gameplay, I don't see too much happening here. Like, I don't know what's a cutscene and what's not because of its weird little style. The gameplay looks like it's just gonna be some really annoying shit. I mean, it'll be fun to like watch someone play this like online. I'm gonna watch people play this for sure.
Yeah.
But like, playing it myself, man, I don't know if I want to get that irritated. Like, this looks like the VR training from fucking Metal Gear Solid 1.
No, a little bit, but it's more like, again, it's more like if you've ever seen, again, when you saw me and Ganja playing XCOM, you're going to have a situation where it's like, okay, John Wick, you got to get from point A to point B, and you have so many moves. Go to this car, take cover. You ran out of moves. Okay, move up. Hey, there's an enemy. You can either go around them, or when you interact with them, you can either melee or kill them. Like, that's basically kind of what the game's going to be. But John Wick's, like, again, the movies are very intense, so it's like, I'm curious how are they just gonna do it like XCOM where there's only like 5 enemies in the level, or are they gonna do some crazy bullshit?
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But after that, one thing I want to talk about next is really quick before we start. Alan,
Yo.
are you gonna play Mortal Kombat 11 with me tonight?
Nope, I'm out.
God damn it! No, you better play with me, motherfucker. Because we're gonna get right into Mortal Kombat 11 right now. You guys can probably already hear the noise in the background. I'm stuck in the fucking towers of time on this fucking thing. But as far as topics go, that's gonna be it. So if you guys have an issue with watching people play and get fucking mad at things, thank you for watching very much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for following, all that good stuff. Get the fuck out of here. Now, if you guys have the game, my voice is fucking going. By the way, I've realized after the last like 20 minutes. But if you guys want to play with me, Nick Diaz 602, add me. And we can definitely play. I can whoop your ass. You can whoop my ass. I'm actually gonna see if Miles wants to come on because I got a bone to pick with that motherfucker. But with that said,
apparently he now loves the game, so yeah, he's now your enemy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how that shit started, man. He was just like, "Hey, you fucking hate it. You're an asshole." I'm like, "Well, I don't hate it. Just got mad
you do
about
some
the
towers at
things."
a time and get a fucking King of the Hill match going. I'm gonna fucking practice a little bit because I haven't played this in a week.
Okay, cool. So we'll definitely do this. I'll probably do basic forms or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck this is. It's 50 hearts, collector skin. God damn, I don't even like the collector at all. But Ganja Guru, why haven't you got this yet, man?
Because I don't like fighting games, man.
Really? Is it just?
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Like, I'm not gonna go off on a whole rant because honestly, fighting games have never did me wrong. When I played them, I had fun, but it's usually in the right context and the right friend group. Maybe if we actually lived close together and I have a justification to have like the console to practice, and then I go over to your house and play it. But besides that, nah, I was never a really huge fan. I got pretty good at number 6, I think, where I was able to do a couple of the fatalities. Besides that, no, I've never been a really huge fan of fighting games.
Okay. Well, no, that's honestly kind of like sucky in that sense. I really wish you were into this kind of stuff. I feel like we'd have a good time with this. But Jet,
What?
I know that you're probably getting sick of this shit.
I mean, I still like playing it, but like I've been honestly playing it for the past like 2 weeks now. I'm taking a break.
Yeah. I know those towers make you feel like you have to play it. Like you have no fucking choice.
I got
No.
both of those skins from those goddamn towers, and like this next one, I'm taking a fucking break.
I guess it just never really bothered me. I don't give a flying fuck about skins. Like, that's not really a thing I ever do. So it's like, I just kind of play fighting games just to fight and fight other people.
Yeah, which I guess that's like the right way to play it, honestly. Like, yeah, I play for fun. It's fucking, it's a game.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, man, Scorpion over here is whooping my fucking ass. I'm trying to practice as Jade. I like her fucking little. God damn, it's pissed me off. I like
Did
her.
he speak, dude?
It's hard. Damn it, I
It's
died.
really hard.
Jesus.
That's what she said.
Oh, Miles. Woo, baby. I'm ready for that ass whooping.
Ready for it? Yeah, I'm gonna practice a bit, and then for the first time, I finally get to fucking play.
Okay, so I'm probably getting my
Aw.
ass kicked right here, guys. You're gonna have to deal with that for a second, because I'm gonna send this to Miles as fucking fast as I
Well,
can.
we know you're not good at Mortal Kombat. So.
Oh my gosh.
I got a question. When are we moving on from Mortal Kombat? Because we played this like 3 weeks in a row now.
No, it's
When a
only
new
been
game
1 week,
comes
you
out.
dumbass.
I feel like it's been 3 weeks.
I know, dude, you're high. We get it.
Like this game, I don't know if it's because you guys have been playing it non-fucking stop, but I feel like a kid that's just constantly going to like a Sunday school where everybody wants to hang out and just do this like VeggieTales shit, and I'm no part of it. And it's just like, when does this end?
Do you ever feel that way when you talk shit about Nintendo and everyone's like, "Oh, this wonderful product is great," and you're like, "Oh, dirt isn't."
Don't
Yeah, I
get him
feel-
started on Nintendo.
I feel like that right now. This is a perfect example with Mortal Kombat Nintendo.
I'm very surprised.
Don't get him started on that shit.
No, I'm curious. Like, okay. Well, obviously, he doesn't hate Mortal Kombat. He's just like saying the way you're playing.
I'm just fucking with you at this point,
Yeah.
just to break conversation.
Of course, yeah. But no, I mean, I am curious though about like, are you still hating Nintendo as much? I mean, let's go and break the whole fucking character now of you always talking shit. Do you actually still hate Nintendo as much as you do?
Yes!
So it's not a joke. You're not just fucking around.
I've never been joking about that. You guys asked me this several times. And my favorite excuse is, well, other companies do this too. Yeah, but other companies don't try to sell this shit. This is like when I rage against Disney and someone wants to bring up, well, Universal does it too. Yeah, but Disney is constantly selling with toddlers. That's kind of what Nintendo does too.
I mean, you're wrong.
Wait, all game companies have a whole bunch of toddlers and shit though.
I highly doubt Rockstar has a lot of toddlers.
I'm not kidding. We're not going.
You highly doubt a whole bunch of people like minors are getting Rockstar games?
You could never play GTA Online.
Toddlers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've never played GTA Online. I'm saying that again.
Yeah.
I've been on GTA Online. I mostly get yelled
Have
at.
you? Because holy
Yeah,
shit,
I'm mostly getting yelled at by grown folks, man.
I've seen 10-year-olds on fucking that game.
I've
so-
not ran-
I've seen 6-year-olds.
I have not ran into fucking toddlers.
Oh man. But here we go. This is gonna be me and Julian. I'm gonna fuck you up, Julian. It's gonna be great. I'm still waiting for Miles. I did send Miles a fucking invite, but he did not show up because he's a little bitch and he's fucking scared. And that's great. That's awesome, Miles. But you be talking that shit, you better come
Like,
in here.
honestly, we wouldn't have been playing Mortal Kombat if Nintendo had their way in the 80s.
Oh my god, let it go. That was 20 years ago.
Like, this is a perfect example. Like, right now, this game we're playing right now that Nick's loving so much and everyone right now is having a great time for the past 3 weeks, like, it wouldn't have existed.
It's been 30 years.
Or it would have been a European game with some kind of fish and chips kind of name instead.
Efficient
Yeah,
chips.
and
Yeah,
Adidas,
like
and
GTA?
Adidas was owned by Nazis, but you still see people wearing them shoes like it was a long ass time ago.
Don't get me started on that. We should have got rid of their companies too.
Well, and it's not, and they changed now.
Did they?
Yeah. They have Bayonetta 2 as an exclusive on their platform.
I was talking more about the fucking Nazi shoe company. You know?
Oh, whatever. You fucking talk about Nintendo in the same fucking tone, so I don't give a goddamn shit.
Oh, they supported the fascist party.
Whatever.
That's not real, but I feel like it's real.
That's not real. Yeah.
Fucking Julian, you motherfucker. Woo! Good job, bro.
Hell, Disney, as soon as monopoly laws get taken seriously again, they're gone.
God, that was annoying. Sorry.
Dude, as soon as that fucking happens, half of the fucking planet is gone if they fucking.
Yeah, well, my fear right now is people want Facebook to become a utility, both Facebook and Twitter. I just love. All right, so what's going on right now is there's a lot of like conservative people that are complaining that they're being censored, quote unquote, on Facebook and Twitter. And one of the things they're pushing for is Twitter as a private company to allow all types of speech on their platform, no matter if it goes against their community service guidelines. Now, they also do it to left-wing people too, but sometimes it's more right-wing because they'll actually fall for violence and shit. So they get caught more in the trap. And one of the things that might result of that is people are starting to realize that Facebook and Twitter are basically these huge conglomerates for news, social interaction, that they've become basically the new telephone in order to come in contact with people and to spread information. So now there's a big conversation about the government actually nationalizing these industries and making them public utilities in order to keep that open line about freedom of speech is guaranteed on these platforms. The only problem is these are private businesses and they always tend to resist when it comes to nationalizing their industry.
Man, they get less money.
Yeah, well, they lose the whole industry. That's how it goes. But it's funny to see that it's hardcore conservatives that usually love property value laws that are going for this. So it's something that might become an issue later on in our lives, that people are going to try to control what happens on Facebook and Twitter.
All right, I'll give you love, Julian. That was a good match, you motherfucker. But yeah.
Well, I'm ready when you guys are, so send me a fucking invite.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna do that now. Let's see, what's your name again? Petrol.
Petrol, yeah.
Because
I was actually joking.
I figured you, as long as you fucking thought that, you would still get there.
Yeah, are you appearing offline?
Oh, am I?
Yep. Pulcher.
Yeah. Oh wait, I sent my fucking system up. Yeah, I'll give. Yeah.
Watch this not work somehow. I can just imagine.
Oh, I'll be fucking. It's like I'd say I return it, but I can't. Well,
Oh shit, Sebastian said, "Oh, I'll get whooped." Yeah, fuck you, Sebastian. But yeah, I'm sucking at this game.
Give me respect, bitch.
No.
I did give him the respect.
Zero respect.
Don't make me start singing, Ganja. What?
Oh no.
I don't know. Maybe he wants to sing.
I'm having trouble seeing the Facebook chat because I'm on my phone.
I kind of want him to send me a video of him singing like "I Kissed a Girl" and I liked it.
Why that song?
I liked it.
Oh, because the lyrics are hilarious. Of like, I'm unclear. It's like, and start singing about how great being a woman is.
Yeah.
Full song. Commit to the bit.
I could have gone like more fucking generic, like, yo man, send me like something from the Village People because you're gay. Ha ha ha.
I mean, that would have been fun.
And
True.
trust me, you don't say the fucking YMCA.
Would've been
It's
low bar.
up like 8 minutes.
It would have been low bar funny. I felt like I did justice by that joke.
I'm right now trying to get this fucking YouTube chat to work. So sorry, Hollow Man. I know you're in there, but we're gonna be talking up a storm. I'm gonna help you, sir.
I just want to say real quick, that Pokemon movie was good.
I really want to see it, man, but I don't know if you're just hype because you're hype.
I mean,
I'm
if Nintendo didn't exist, that movie wouldn't exist. I mean, I'm just
Hey, but the TV show with us. And then
No, would it?
Yeah.
A lot of the
game-
popularity of the
the game
television show was the video games that came out as a result.
Which one came first? That's the biggest question.
the game.
Well, it was a
Because
manga.
I knew the show before I knew the game.
The games came out first.
Probably.
Oh shit,
Now,
Miles
was
and
that-
Chris.
Well, that's why Pikachu is such a big part of the show, because he was a big part of the games.
Well, now was it like the games came out first in Japan, and we got the anime, and then it got exported out here because that does make a difference.
I think what ended up happening, I could have sworn it was a manga at first, and then the games came out around the same time as the show. I doubt there was a long period of delay. I feel like they came out around the same time.
Manga, then show. Ooh, bitch! Yeah, show first.
Where are you reading that? Are you reading it like in America? Because
Yeah,
the games came out first.
Well, yeah, I am reading this in English. So Kirk Lazarus said manga, then show.
Hmm? Well, then they gotta explain those really bad whatchamacallit? Those really bad sprites that they had in the first game then.
Honestly, let's think about it. It does make sense because the show doesn't give a fuck about the rules that the video game does.
And also, okay, no fucking show related gives a fuck about the rules of the video game. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! For fuck's sake.
Sometimes they do.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the worst example.
The reason Yu-Gi-Oh! Changed is because the games did not want to do what the fucking anime was doing. They wanted to give you an example of what it was like to compete in the card games if you went to those sweaty ass tournaments.
No, that's some stupid fucking bullshit.
Manga? Yeah, that's how I say manga.
Oh yes, fuck him up. I mean, I want Miles to win. I literally want him to win, cause Gertz is so fucking annoying with this bitch.
His name is Cole Bitch Gertz. Really?
Yeah.
Man, you can see the age separation right there just from his name tag. So I can tell that I can tell you were in high school in the 90s.
No, he just made that for the character, cause she's a Cole
Oh,
bitch.
alright. Oh, okay.
He's like, I can tell this is from 1992. When
I was like,
you
man,
can't
this
do
is like-
screen names.
This is like Pool Hunger #5. Like, motherfucker, did you change that ever from like 2004?
Sub-Zero win.
That's like me. I roll every time I have to say my email. Oh, so 420. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, real fucking original.
Oh my god, what the fuck is up with this game? I still can't fucking join this stupid fucking bullshit.
You know what you can join is art.
Send me another invite when you're.
Now I can't.
Oh well, yeah, when you're fucking done. Because this is ridiculous. It's like I fucking tried to join through the link and then through the fucking.
But you still didn't sign on. You're still offline.
I am online.
Okay, I can't do it anymore.
They should let Disney keep the superhero shit and turn everything else to other companies. You got a good point, Hollow Man. The problem is when it comes to like breaking down those monopolies, a lot of these guys are resistant, and a lot of people, especially in the government now, they're not for monopoly laws to break up Disney or any of these other major large companies. And honestly, they're gonna go after Facebook and Twitter first, but they see that as political antagonism for both parties.
Okay, I'm literally so fucking nervous, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been trying really hard to get good to fuck this dude up, so I'm gonna be quiet for this whole match. Y'all can talk the shit you want.
No, you gotta
By the
do
way, I
both.
just looked
If you're
it
really
up.
that good at games, you can talk.
The game did come out first.
Send me a link.
Literally, that's what everything's saying. But it's tricky because in the U.S., both the game and the cartoon were released at the same time. But the game came first out in Japan because that was released in 1996, and the anime got released in 1990.
I'm gonna say this now. It was the 90s. Japan did not have the same economic power as the United States.
God.
If it wasn't for the United States and the market that came due to the cartoons,
if it wasn't for the game,
failed.
The games came first in early 1996, then the trading cards, then the manga, which isn't actually even based on the anime, came out, then the anime in 1997.
Okay, but even if let's pretend in some fucking alternate universe, God is actually right for once. The reason Pokemon is popular is not entirely based on the show. The games are also what kept the popularity up, because the show eventually fell off.
I will say this is where it probably got confused because in America, the anime basically came first, but the games were already out at the time.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's where it matters most because America was the strongest market. That's what made it way more popular was the fact that America
But the thing is,
fell over the anime.
They both came out around the same time, though. The anime did come first.
Yeah,
But
do you want
the
to
game...
just give a tie? You want to just give a tie? Because
no, you lost.
No, you lost because in America it got more popular because the anime came first.
But what kept the popularity up was the video games. Eventually, the anime fell off.
Yeah, but what started it was the cartoon.
It doesn't matter what started it.
That's what does matter.
No, it doesn't.
But
it doesn't matter what started it.
But that anime would not be here if it wasn't for the game that came out a year prior in Japan.
Look, it was the proto chicken. God damn it.
Oh, we're not having that discussion again. I'm not bringing the proto chicken in this fucking call. Crazy person.
Look, what came before the chicken or the egg?
Fuck
you. Proto chicken, Alan. And for the proto chicken of the series, it was the Japanese version of the video game.
So you lost.
No, I'm still right.
No, you're not.
It was the proto chicken. It doesn't count as an egg or a chicken.
I gave you an invite, by the way, Alan.
I'm trying. Like, I can't fucking deal with this. Like, oh my god. It's like, hey, now I can fucking play. I got a little bit of practice in. Nope, you can't join for some fucking reason.
Pokemon's car started for me. Yeah, I see that.
No, it
Damn,
didn't.
DJ Miles is wrecking
Nobody
you.
knew how to play the Pokemon card game. That shit was.
He's
stupidly
wrecking you, and he's talking in the chat, man.
Not at the same time, you idiot.
It's magic. I'm saying that because you can't tell.
Nah,
the
he has
difference.
his buddy just texting him. He's like, okay, this is what I want you to say.
You can't tell the difference in the stream. I can see y'all having an orgy that is. Said I can see y'all having an orgy that gets ruined by Nintendo talk.
No shit.
Like, yeah, because Ganja is up his own ass.
I mean, an orgy with Ganja is already ruined as soon as it starts.
I mean, I can't see us having an orgy, so I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, that's actually
It's
really good.
always the ones that least expected, right, Alan?
What?
Babe Ocean,
Yeah.
dude, I don't even know anymore, man. There's been
What
so
the
much
fuck
bitch.
is he talking about?
Ganja has just been a whole new level of high. That's the way. It's amazing.
Oh, hey, yeah.
What are we bitching about now? Well,
Well, Ganja's continue losing the argument about Nintendo.
I mean-
JP says, Ganja said, just because you're correct doesn't mean you're right.
Doesn't mean just because you're correct doesn't mean.
see, first of all, I never said that, JP, and I just love how these people just suck the dick in Nintendo because that's all they grew up with when they coming up.
Motherfucker, you grew up
They
with it
didn't just
too!
grow up with Nintendo. They
No,
grew up with a
I
whole
grew up
bunch of
with
other
those-
shit.
I grew up with those cheap ass rentals straight to video game movies.
You are younger
No.
than me!
RoboCop 3.
Oh my god, this guy.
Just say you believed in those goddamn toys that came with McDonald's, man. What the fuck were those called? The fucking ones that aren't even real video games, but everyone fucking had one.
Yeah, what were they?
The Tiger
called? I know what
Electronics?
you're talking about.
Yeah, just
Tiger
say
Electronics.
you really love Tiger Electronics and you thought they were gonna get big, but then Nintendo basically took that from them. Okay,
First
we know
of all,
this.
Tiger Electronics, I never even seen one in person until I was like a teenager.
You say prison or person?
Both.
Oh my god.
I've never seen one in prison until I was 16. Like, what?
Well, I mean that's not out of character for Gandhi.
That's why I rolled with it. Fucked it. Baby in the chat. Yeah, of course he's in the chat, man. He's our #1 fan.
Baby in the chat. We got baby in the chat. Everyone's out cussing. There's a baby in the chat.
Rocco's my guy, but Chunchiro is a sub.
I love
Okay.
I love Alan's version of saying hi to people. You're in the chat. Yes, I'm aware of that.
It's not for them, it's for the other people around. Because sometimes the chat goes so fucking fast, but then when you see, like, you know, midnight in the Facebook, or you see whatever the fuck, and it's like, oh, hey, the fucking host acknowledged that someone just joined the fucking chat.
I
that other people can say
exist.
hi.
It's okay.
No, fuck you. I've been doing this shit forever, and you're just calling me out because I don't even fucking
No,
know.
I've called you out on that before, but it's okay.
Fuck
I've been
you
doing-
then. I don't give a goddamn shit.
I've been doing it for so many years, so many tears.
I mean, emphasis on tears.
Fuck both y'all, you fucking chuckle ass brothers.
Oh, you motherfuckers laughing. I hate y'all. I
Yeah,
hate
you're laughing at me.
How
Well,
dare you have
stop
enjoyment.
being.
Oh,
Able to-
poor fucking
No!
Frost has got body.
No!
Uh-huh.
Gertz, no!
Do you have him on audio again? It's like fuck.
No, I
Shit.
don't. He's not on here this time. But oh, that drives me crazy. Fucking.
See that Sub-Zero skin is fucking with me. Like, why'd they give Sub-Zero a fucking yellow skin?
Well, he's not even yellow. He's purple. Like that's.
Why the fuck does he look like rain?
That's gonna.
Oh,
say-
like I thought before, like he was using fucking Scorpion and shit with the like yellow skin.
Oh fuck! I'm playing now. Shit.
Maybe it's because I'm looking in the fucking rabbit.
Yeah, that'd be nice to play this.
Shut up.
But isn't that weird though? How like both Scorpion and Sub-Zero have these different types of skins or whatever, where they have like fucking purple and red and shit, and to where it gets like really fucking confusing to tell who's who. Like they already have like one of the ninjas that's fucking purple, and that's Rain. They have green, which is fucking Reptile.
Look, Max, you can ride that Nintendo dick until they have another Wii U come out, alright?
Okay.
They only had one Wii U.
Another.
Do you want more?
No, my point is, if you're trying to bring that up as them fucking up, they only fucked up one console.
I mean, to be fair, they also fucked up the Virtual Boy.
That does not count as a console. That's
Yeah,
a
that was a
peripheral.
personal one. Why'd you have to bring that back up?
No, the virtual. Why you
Yeah,
bought the? Oh, no wonder you
yeah.
hate Nintendo. You bought the Virtual Boy yet?
I had the Virtual Boy. I didn't buy it, thank God. I was too
Yeah,
You
that's probably why you
had a
hate Nintendo.
Virtual Boy.
I had a Virtual Boy.
Yeah, no wonder.
Yeah, no wonder you
wonder
fucking
you
hate Nintendo.
No!
I also
Damn
played
it.
with that fucking Rob robot that played one game, but everything else just moved to the left.
Oh, it played
That
two
literally
games.
saved the video game industry, by the way.
How? It was trash!
It was interesting and unique, and no one did anything like that at the time. I'm not kidding, by the way. The reason Nintendo became so popular was that gimmick of Rob the Robot was so interesting that everyone was just rushing to get it, and then they just became so popular they then controlled the video game industry for like a decade.
Oh fuck! Why'd I do that? Christ in hell, man!
You're not a good fighter.
This is so fucking annoying, dude. I'm like so fucking sick of Miles.
Oh yeah, you're telling me.
Miles, I'm liking you less as a fucking person over this game. I'm gonna let you know that. Only a bitch would be Sub-Zero. Only a bitch.
You acted like that Sub-Zero, you bitch.
Oh, Alan, go drown in your shirt. Damn it.
Well, at least I'd be doing something instead of just mashing that fucking invite button and getting nowhere.
Well, that's your bad internet, man.
What do you mean bad internet? I'm in conversation with you right now.
Did you try restarting
What?
the system?
I restarted my system multiple times.
You got 5 people in this King of the Hill match, and you're saying that your internet's better than mine.
I'm not saying my internet's better than yours. I'm saying my internet's not trash.
You've yet to be able to get into this game.
I can go online. I just can't join your fucking lobby.
I know. That's your fault.
That's your fault at this point.
Everyone else is in here fine.
Look, that's because you're paying them. They're not real.
You're stupid.
They're all bots. Hey, at least I'm actually
You know,
trying.
your
I'm
new
not,
name
like,
instead of Alex Jones, you're now Alan Jones.
Oh, don't you fucking put that on
That's
me.
no, you say too
Oh, don't
crazy
you put
shit.
that on me, you
Alan
little-
Jones in a house.
Yay!
Don't you
Well,
fucking put
Assassin's
that
Creed's
on me.
good,
I don't need
guys.
that to be the...
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to talk about thick Earth theory. The Earth is not flat, it's round. It is from rumplish. It has too much ass. In fact, the ass of Earth is amazing. I'm going between Alex Jones and that one wrestler that was the governor.
Yeah. Jesse Ventura.
I'm turning to Jesse Ventura halfway through.
See, look at that damn skin.
Yeah, that's Ermac, dude.
I was the governor. They have to show me the files.
Listen to
Like,
me,
I
guys.
would have
The
honestly
frogs
thought
are
that
real.
was fucking. I would honestly would have thought that was fucking like Scorpion.
Look, I know they're flying about JFK. I could have took the shot. It was already done. I talked to CIA guys. You know, they know me. I was the governor. They had to tell me everything.
I don't
The
need y'all
politicians are
starting
lizards,
Alex.
and Assassin's Creed's a good game.
I mean, it is.
Alan Jones, the fiction kid.
Don't you fucking put that on me. I don't need that to be a fucking new thing.
No, Alan.
I mean, if it replaces the last thing, I could live with that one. It'd be nice to change the fucking...
Alan will have the NPR voice instead of like, so guys,
Y'all fucking give me so
so
much
the-
shit
so
for
the
that,
frogs-
man. I
yeah,
fucking
so-
hate you guys.
so the
I think you're
frogs
trying to be
are dead.
professional,
And,
and apparently because I'm too boring for y'all fucking crazy.
I'm kind of glad you guys are here because we're gonna talk
Shut
about
the
the frogs
fuck
being gay, and with the frogs being gay, it's dangerous to the heredity of humanity because as the aliens try to
God,
take us
stop.
over and
Today, we're going to be on the
hush up, hush up.
Today, we're going to talk about video games. And we're only going to get mad
I
when we're
love
wrong.
how it's like I try to drop a little octave, try to sound a bit more professional, try to make sure everything's flowing, but because I'm not crazy and a crack addict right off the fucking
You
bat.
screamed the most today. What are you talking about?
Yes, but because I'm rolling off of an established thing, but if I gotta set it up, I gotta be a bit more calm.
So
Hello, people.
we're
Welcome.
gonna talk about how like fat bitches that ruin movies. And,
Oh my God.
Today's podcast is called Your Mama's Van. We're about to go get some ice cream, everybody.
I just hope you guys are still awake while you're listening to me. Squad. Can I help you? Why are you falling asleep?
Alan's voice is the overall feel of Assassin's Creed games.
Go fuck yourself. And this is why I call them the Choco Brothers, because both of them just fucking make a bunch of jokes at my expense and then laugh for fucking 20 minutes.
I'm sorry, man, but you put that target on yourself so much. This
No, I
time.
didn't, actually. You guys just kept going and then no one's stopping you.
I'm sorry.
See, this is why
Yeah.
they always fuck with me.
Go fuck yourself. I have been trying.
Wait, did Julie just fucking win? I'm so sorry for not paying attention.
It's okay.
Oh my god. Yes! You're fucking dead, Miles, you little bitch. Yes!
Fatality.
Yes!
Oh, this is
The
so
king has
annoying.
fallen. The king has fallen, thank you. That's
So
awesome.
now he's not the king of the hill.
I think. I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did he
I'm
do
really-
fatality on you or just teabag you? No, I didn't.
Alright, sorry, I
Testing
had
out
to-
this new serum on my face.
Oh shit!
Hopefully-
No, he didn't win. He says he got close. Fuck. Okay. So he was playing collector and still won. That's some bullshit.
Sub-Zero.
Gertz, please, man.
I'm just having so much love in my head for NPR, Crazy Alan.
Just
I hate you.
totally calm.
So the Democrats are lizard people that want to feast on the fetus of unborn children. And I kind of feel like that's a bad thing. I don't know how you guys feel in the chat. I saw you smirk, Alan. I saw you smirk.
You're stupid. You're fucking stupid. No, because I'm just remembering. I don't know why that reminded me of Birdman reviews, man.
You know why? You know why?
I just remembering that fucking awful fucking review show I did for like 3 weeks. Because I was like, oh,
You were getting better. You shouldn't have stopped. But good.
oh fuck no, that was awful. Every episode was trash.
You know what's funny though, man? Ganja, you fell, dude. Your chair.
Did you see me write it down?
Yeah. This whole time I've been looking at you. I was like, I'm gonna have to tell him at some point. I was gonna type it, but I'm watching this shit. That was fucking hilarious. Oh shit. Good lord, man. Ben Ford, what's up? I don't know who he's talking about, Ben Ford, but yeah,
Who the fuck is Ben Ford?
yeah, that sounds like a politician, like a motherfucker, man. Who you guys got in this, by the way? Like, Ganja, who do you think's gonna win out of Sub-Zero and Sub-Zero?
I'm gonna go with Sub-Zero.
Nah, I think Sub-Zero has it.
Now, do you mean fucking what is it? Scorpion Sub-Zero or no?
Okay.
Like a Scorpion Rain Sub-Zero or actual?
Now you got
Sub-Zero?
Prince versus Sub-Zero Classic.
Yes! Gertz, yes! Oh, come on, Gertz! Yes!
I don't want to fucking play a fighting game with you, because you can kick my ass.
No,
I know.
You don't want to play with Miles. I'm telling you, Miles is the most annoying motherfucker.
Well, I would like to play. That would be nice.
Let's just accept that that's not going to happen at this point, sir.
I know, I've literally tried. Like, I'm still fucking trying.
As I've been asking you to play with me so we can figure this shit out.
Well, it's clearly not fucking working, because Kirk had a fucking suggestion of I start the fucking room, but I don't want to stop the goddamn show, because I still don't think that's gonna work.
You can try that.
Nah, it'll stop the fucking show.
Okay.
Like,
he's
y'all
trying to get
already
out
have
of
a good
this.
thing going, so.
He's trying to get out of.
No, I'm not. It's just y'all have a good thing going right now. I don't want to fuck that up because of my fucking whatever the fuck's going on my end.
Okay. No, I appreciate that, Alan.
This
See-
calls for Google.
For what?
For
This
Google.
calls for Google.
Man.
So did
Miles-
Sub-Zero win?
Miles, you are a son of a bitch. Oh wait, no, Julian's saying he got him. Oh, you're right. Cause Miles is the fucking purple dude.
Miles, wait, Sub-Zero won? I thought Sub-Zero was winning.
Shut up.
I don't know who the fuck's who.
Sub-Zero.
Who wants to watch Street Fighter the movie in the after hours? Fuck that.
Guys, I might win this time. I'm going against Gertz. Gertz sucks.
Wait, hell no. Gertz is
no,
nuts when it comes
Gertz
to
is a
fighting games.
bitch. He's a bitch, and he's lame. So I'm gonna win.
How is he a bitch? He just beat Miles.
He got lucky. God likes him. So
Goro's lair.
God supports calling the police. Oh, Gertz, you're going down, sir. You ain't Frost. I'm gonna fuck your shit up. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna do, bitch? Fuck you.
He's probably gonna kick your ass. Make you scream out on the grass by spreading that ass.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you're cool.
Doesn't mean you're right, doesn't mean you're correct.
Because I do a podcast, I don't get that cash.
Shut up.
You never been to an after hours. Everyone's been to an after hours.
Nah, Sebastian.
He hasn't been to an after hours.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, oh man, we should watch Street Fighter in the after hours. Fuck that. No, I don't know what's a crazy
No!
idea. What?
Sorry.
Anyway, I don't fucking know what the crazy idea is. Someone said in the chat, we should watch Street Fighter or fucking Jonah Hex.
I don't know, Alan. Bitch.
Well, it's not my fault he's stuck in Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill you
Well,
and wrap that
that'll never
ocean
happen.
around your fucking neck.
Round 2.
That's never gonna fucking happen, apparently. I've been trying this for fucking 20 minutes.
With an RE1 by disqualification.
That's not how that works at all.
What? How's that just
I did not yield.
What?
He did not yield. He spread. All right, so get him.
What?
Okay, you know what it is? It's that fucking move down there. No! What the fuck? Controller?
So, one thing I don't like about this game is you can only get an X-ray when you're almost dead, as opposed to just using it when you have enough fucking points. Alrighty then.
Sorry.
Well, JP's saying we should vote on the movies. That stopped a long time ago.
No, we bring back when it's necessary.
Nah, because none of y'all would ever fucking listen to my suggestions.
Like, you don't listen to mine?
Yes.
You're goddamn right I don't.
Gotcha, did you do your historic play show? Yes, I did. We're gonna be uploading it tomorrow.
Jen had a fucking list that involved Trolls 2, The Incredible Bulk, and a bunch of other bullshit. And in order to make sure she didn't have a choice, we had to watch Batman and Robin.
Ooh.
I hate that movie more
Hey,
than
Nick
most.
and Jen are supposed to be watching fucking Game of Thrones, but they chickened out of that bet.
And so
They
are
did.
you.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Do I need to pull out the meme? Do I need to pull out the meme?
What me?
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to our personal hangouts.
What me? Ain't afraid of no me.
This works great for a podcast.
I mean, fuck you. What do you want us to interrupt the gameplay for a meme?
Yeah?
I was like, he's
Nick
right.
does it all the
I
time.
was like, he's right for a second. I was like, wait, are we really gonna be like that petty?
Yes.
There you go.
Hey, you ain't gonna be all like that yet.
Yes, you do.
Out here snitching these streets out here.
You stitch yourself out.
Fucking Gertz! Yeah! Bitch!
I want to watch Digimon After Hours. We haven't watched Digimon yet.
Oh my god, yeah, you're actually not wrong.
Wow, we watched Pokemon, haven't we?
Well, we haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. As long as we can only pick the first seasons for either one of those, I'm fine.
No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch each first movie, except for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because no,
Oh, wait, they did a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Congratulations,
movie?
you beat him.
they did.
I beat that motherfucker. I
What you
beat
beat?
that motherfucker. Beat that me. Yeah.
Nick has finally upgraded himself.
Damn straight. Oh, who gave
proud
me
of
8? Julian, was that you, motherfucker? It was Julian. Bitch, Julian, you gotta get your ass
Swing your
whooped right
partner round and round.
Hope he dies and doesn't come down.
now. Let's watch Pokemon porn. No, we're not doing that, sir.
Whoa, who the fuck said that?
Pika.
Shut the fuck up.
Noob Saibot.
Who the fuck said we should watch Pokemon? Oh, Kirk. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I mean, there is one out. It just has a very, very disgusting looking Pikachu.
Why do you know that?
Yo, the
Huh?
Pikachu. I just picture Pikachu just sitting back and just smoking a cigarette, just lights it with his like cheek or some shit.
Well, actually, the Pikachu was a girl. With very,
Why's
very
the-
bad makeup.
My joke still stands.
Oh, they did it live action?
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's not the first live action Pokemon movie
Why do you know that?
because we've all seen it. If you listen,
No, we have not. Don't put us all in that.
you never seen that horrible shit in like any of the thumbnails where you're trying to go to the main page.
No.
Oh, I've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah, you called yourself out.
Yeah, it's always in the thumbnails. You ever see some gross shit in the thumbnails when you're looking for porn?
No. Because that's based on
I
your
get
that's
that.
based
I
on
get
your
that
fucking
shit now.
recommendations and bullshit you already viewed.
No, on a lot of sites they put that really, really gross shit. Like you just like one day, like they basically tell you, yeah, you gotta turn off fucking ad block, and then the next second you're getting fucking incest porn on the fucking side of some fucking anime. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, seems about right.
Slogan from Arby.
What's the new slogan for Arby?
No, I don't know why Sebastian said beat that meat. New slogan from Arby's.
We beat the meat.
I've never been to an Arby's.
Round
I'll take
2.
you. It's.
We have them in Canada, so it's not like a American only thing.
I'll
just
take
never
you. It's
been.
pretty disgusting, bro.
Wow, okay. I'm gonna take you to this bullshit so you can pay for garbage ass food.
Like you're gonna buy it to be like, oh.
I don't know. Just like roast beef sandwiches. How bad can you make it?
I mean, I gotta agree, Arby's is very, very average.
Yeah, okay then.
Arby's gives you heartburn and you don't have no sauce with it.
Well, you don't know what a vegetable is, so
True.
maybe that could have something
Oh,
to do
what
with
the fuck? I hit my goddamn X-ray on your fucking bald ass, you eat brain motherfucker. Hi, how you guys doing? Sorry.
it. Oh, fuck this. I
Why
give
is
up.
Baraka always so moist?
He's sweaty.
All that Tarkarian.
Good job.
I fucking forgot what it was called. Tarkarian.
You gonna say all that turkey?
Turkey, yeah.
All that glaze.
So good.
Alright, Subway is trash. You're not wrong.
Subway used to be good, but I don't know what the fuck happened to it recently.
I don't know what happened to the roast beef sandwiches. It used to be delicious. Now it tastes like paper.
Oh man, I used to get the chicken sandwiches. Those used to be bomb. Now I don't know the
They're
fuck. That's
plastic.
yeah.
The only reason I ever fucking ate it is because I got a discount because I worked at my mall, my old job, and I got a discount at it, so it was the cheapest place to eat.
I get the pizza now if I'm by it.
So there's a pizza at Subway? What?
Yeah, they sell pizza now.
Are you? What?
That's one of the select locations, though.
Yeah, I've never heard of that shit at all.
Noob Saibot.
All right, guys. This was gonna be the last one. It's me versus Miles. If I lose, I'm leaving. If I win, I'm leaving. There's no excuse. after
Digimon is better than Pokemon. I kind of agree.
No.
Well, I
Is-
mean,
okay.
where's Digimon right now?
this. Miles, here you are,
in the
bitch.
trash.
Here we go.
Oh man,
Hold on. Is this bitch here?
he's here.
here.
He is absolutely
Guess
here.
what?
DJ
Who's
Miles,
here?
I thought you out there smashing mills, man. What you up to?
You know what? I'm just wiping Nick's ass apparently. And
Oh, I thought that was some
You might want to rephrase that.
No, Eddie fucked up and said that. Man, Miles last time when he fought, he wiped Nick's ass.
Yeah, you two must be really
Who
close,
the
closer
hell-
than we thought. I didn't know.
Yeah, who the hell says that, man? Yeah, I wiped that ass.
You just did, right?
I thought Nick was lying and put a bot in so he could defeat him later in the game.
No, Nick has his younger brother playing for him instead.
Hey man, I need you to name your handle DJ Miles real quick for me.
Like he's on camera right now. So, okay, you gotta stay in the corner. Don't look at him on any circumstances. Yeah, I'm playing.
They're white. They'll think we all look alike. We're trying to
I'd
make
like
them
to
laugh
join
out
you
of-
guys. That'd be nice.
Hey man, we're all joining them right now as the viewing audience.
Oh, you.
Yeah, but I'd like to fucking
bastard.
play.
Also, this chair, I'm gonna have to replace it because I
Oh
keep
my
dropping.
god, dude! I fucking hate you.
I'm now closer and closer to the end of this circle.
So the thing about Digimon is Digimon the first season was better than a lot of Pokemon seasons, but the problem is after the first season
Oh,
it
you
dropped off
fucking-
super hard.
Yeah, some of those later like fucking Digimon series were absolute trash.
I don't think anything dropped off harder than Yu-Gi-Oh did, because holy goddamn shit.
I think the first two iterations because they had a concrete story plan and they finished it. Those characters are done after the second one. They're done. Those spin-offs were garbage. I'll give you that.
Wait, for Digimon or?
Yeah.
No, they did. Like they're still going on with like the first kids from Digimon. They released something with them being older. That's still going on.
Yeah, I thought they ended it.
No,
I think
it's
they
not.
moved on to another cast.
Oh my god! I
No,
can't do
like
the fucking
it's
panel.
basically them but older, and they still have their original Digimon and shit. But it's basically released in parts. It's still going on.
That's your guys right there, people. Miles won. That's it. Fucking kill me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. You fucking like my confidence was good. There's like a combo you did, and like everything I know about myself went away.
Yeah.
Fucking hate you.
No, you know what it is? I'll tell you right now. With that overhead that I do with that axe followed by the kick, you have to block high both times.
Really?
You
Okay.
just have to let that whole thing just ride it out because Patrick is actually catching on to it. So when you see Patrick, you know, when I try to do it on him, he blocks high both times, and you'll see if you watch this mirror match. That's the only way you can get out of it. If you block low, you're going to get fucked. But the thing with Sub-Zero, he's pure 50-50 guessing games. So if you do block high, then I'm just going to hit you with like a low kick. And then it just a rinse and repeat. So
Look, I'm gonna say this for Nick. I don't think he understood a word you said.
No, I did. No, absolutely. Because that's the case with like lots of characters on here. Jade has some shit where it's overhead, but at the same time, it's like she does stuff under like by your feet, but it doesn't matter. That first hit, you still got block high. It's fucking insane. But with that said, people, I'm gonna leave it on this while we get the fuck out of here. Hear the music playing, but we're gonna end off with this fight. I'm actually curious who's gonna win. But thank y'all for watching so very much. I know it's been a long stream. Talked about lots of news. Talked about lots of Mortal Kombat 11 stuff. I'm gonna be back tomorrow to play some Towers of Time. It's gonna be awesome.
One day I'll fucking join.
Yeah, actually, what we'll probably do is I'm probably gonna have Alan on, and we're gonna see what we can do to get this shit working. Maybe one-on-ones can work. I don't know, but
Maybe.
it's gonna be fun. I'm definitely gonna play some more Mortal Kombat 11 tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, I'm gonna start playing some other games. I think people are gonna might be getting sick of Mortal Kombat 11, as Ganja said earlier. Hopefully Ganja will fix his chair. Stay tuned to see if Ganja will actually.
Oh, you see me bouncing right now, so don't fall?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fall out of his fucking chair at the end when he says.
The next show just gonna be Gandhi just completely out of the circle.
He'd just be standing.
But really quick, so plugs in. Alan, you do oneofus.net. Why don't you tell people how to find you and what you actually do on that particular website?
Yes, if you go to oneofus.net and check out Screener Squad, there's a bunch of stuff I'm doing. Recently just did a review for Knock Down the House, so be sure to check that out. We're also doing, talking about Game of Thrones, DJ Miles' favorite show.
I said on What's in the Box real quickly. If you just stop watching it after season 6, it's probably a lot better. So just season 7 and 8 just never happens.
Yeah, so we're basically going episode per episode. We're going to talk about the most recent stuff, so be sure to check that out. We also did the final days of Gotham, where we finally finished that series off. Talk about
Thank
all
God.
12 episodes. As Jet said, thank God it's over. There's also a bunch of other stuff on there, so be sure to check that out.
Yes, and then that fire be burning up in my ass. What's up, Mr. Ganja Guru?
I call that spicy as fuck. But anyways, like a little fire burning, we constantly getting up in that ass and causing those cheeks to incinerate. And one of the things that I do
Drink some
while
milk,
we
it'll be
incinerate
okay.
those cheeks- What?
Just drink some milk, you'll be okay.
Oh yeah, true. But one of the things I do while we incinerate that ass is I talk on the Illuminati podcast with Alan and of course the great Ruthless Wonder. We talk about politics, cultural stuff, and just overall fuckery that's going on in the world and tell you our decisions and opinions on that fuckery. I also do a new show now that's going to be on Metropolis, the Facebook page. It's probably going to be part of the Illuminati podcast. It might be a little bit of a sub show. I don't know how I was going to handle it. I'll let you guys know as it develops. But its first episode is going to be up on the Facebook page tomorrow. So make sure to go check that out. It's going to be on Friday.
And then I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna test to see how good he actually is at playing this fucking game. Miles, will you be able to do a plug-in for your show while you're actually playing? Actually, this is Julian Gertz. I can't believe you lost again.
Oh, no, I actually quit. So I gave Patrick a brutality.
Okay, nice.
Anyway, but you can hear me on, What's in the Box every Thursday now, our new time slot. And, yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up at what'sintheboxpt@gmail.com.
Yeah, and he actually does read all the emails and answers them, like, efficiently on the show. I know Kate Coolmans does not do that as much. He'll do maybe 2 emails, and then Martin's like, I want to go home. So,
DJ, do a favor. Stop reading Jet's emails.
Yes.
No.
Just stop reading her emails.
It's okay. Can I admit, I said it on the show, too. I'm like, I didn't even realize Jet was a woman for the longest time. I'm like, oh, so who?
She's not.
Who the fuck?
We're still not sure about that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm whatever I feel like being at the time.
She's very gender fluid.
But it's all good. I love to laugh at myself, obviously. I mean, I don't give a shit if people make fun of me. I'm in the fuck up club forever and always, so I like to embrace it.
Yeah, so shut up, Alan.
No! Stop reading her
Shut your
emails!
mouth.
Yeah, shut up talking all that shit about shit.
Oh, why don't you go be wrong about Nintendo somewhere else?
oh, damn. Okay, well, before we get into that fucking argument again, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So, with that said, Ganja Guru, instead of arguing with him, why don't you do the countdown for me? I'm
Alright,
fucking up
3,
already.
2,
Oh, my goodness.
Attack the chat!
Chat! Yes! Woo, people! Thank you all for
And please
chilling.
continue to read my emails. They're very valuable.
To nobody.
Yo, Neil
Yeah,
Fowler.
especially
thanks
to
for joining.
Alan, my gay little brother.
Don't fucking tell people that.
Hey, little brother.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Hollow Man. Thank you, JT. Thank you, all the people that have actually been over here. I know you guys came in late.
Thank you to the fat women out there that put up with Alan's hate.
Bye, bitch.
Aww.
That's how you say we're ending the show?
Well, arguing, man. We got like 10 seconds. Go. Hurry.
Fuck the patriarchy.
And the women.
Fuck ProJarred.
Fuck fat patriarchy.
Don't read Jet's emails.
Read my emails.